instead of using that.
Did you have to go and buy some dude wipes on the way?
No, I should have, dude, because that toilet paper was terrible.
I keep those in my car.
I never had them. I never bought any
Dude
before.
wipes?
Yeah, I never
They're
bought
Oh,
great.
they're fucking amazing, bro. You can get like mint.
Sometimes I just go and steal a wipe from the baby's room now.
Oh, I do that anyway.
Yeah.
That's my go-to.
I mean, I paid for them.
Yeah, why not?
You know, this baby ain't got no job. All right. Let's open monsters. Lorenzo will go have a heart attack if he has one.
Yeah, dude. I'll fucking.
Last time he was like, I'm not doing so well.
I'm sweaty.
We went to the a few years ago. We went to Camp at the Bay, and I hadn't eaten all day, and I was with my wife and all the kids and stuff like that, and it was like noon, a little after noon, and I had a monster, and then when I was starting to get the shakes, I was sitting, and I was like, oh fuck, I was like, I don't feel good at all, and my wife's like, what's wrong? And I was like, I just had a monster. I have nothing to eat like all day. It's my first thing I've cracked open, dude. I was struggling, so I had to go. They had a snack bar or something over there, so I took off, and then my sister comes up looking for me, I guess. And my wife's like, yeah, he started getting the shakes. It's like, oh, it's his diabetes. And then I come back, my wife's like, you got diabetes? And I was like, no, I don't got fucking diabetes. She's like, your sister said you got diabetes. This fucking idiot doesn't know what diabetes are, bro.
You're just a bitch for energy drinks.
Yeah, dude. I get fucking crushed if I do shit like that.
How many of these things do you think you consume a day?
This is my third.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Since what time did you wake up?
3.
You woke up at 3 o'clock this morning.
Uh-huh.
What were you doing at 3 in the morning?
Gym.
Who's Jim?
Curl Fitness and Corona, man.
3 o'clock in the morning, though. Huh? That's the sweet spot. 4 a.m. Huh?
I need that time. Like if I go any later, I got to go pick up kids or.
What time are you going to sleep at night?
Usually 9 or 10.
Oh.
6 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
It's just 5 to 6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
I've been trying to wake up earlier to go to the gym, but it's not working.
Still not working?
It's hard.
I wake up early.
It's far away, dude.
Get a closer gym.
There isn't any.
There's one fucking downstairs.
Oh, yeah. Hey, dude, don't point out the obvious, all right? You're making me look like an asshole.
I got to step over half the gym equipment to get up here. It's all fucking dusty.
It is all dusty. I feel like a lazy piece of shit. But, you know.
I got a Peloton in my garage. It's got just dust all over it.
Those Pelotons was the biggest money-making scam ever.
I don't think it's a scam, bro.
Oh, yeah.
No, my
yeah.
wife uses the shit out of it.
Oh, well. Do me a favor. Put the keep the microphone like a fist away from your mouth. There you go.
There.
See how loud you got?
Oh, yeah.
That's the sweet spot right there, buddy.
My wife does those classes all the time.
So you've been going to the gym because you've been pretty consistent now for how long?
Probably 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You notice a difference?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel great.
Yeah. Energy.
My mental, whatever you call it, is better. Just mental health.
Yeah.
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 Feel good.
You go what, once or twice a week now? You were because you were hard for a minute.
No, I was, but just life fucking just gets in the way of everything, dude.
You got a full gym in your garage, dude.
I don't. I have gym. I just don't have enough weights. That's the fucking problem.
You got enough weights, dude.
No, I every time I try to go, gotta watch my kid. Abraham's got football. It's one thing or another. My wife's going through it, so I'm just like, yeah. We'll wait. But she's good. She was like, you need to go to like Thursday. She texted me and she was like, you need to go to the gym, and I was like, fucking Abraham's football game. She's like, oh yeah, I forgot.
Oh, she's trying to get you to go to the gym.
Yeah,
it's kind of a sign, huh?
Well, because she goes to the gym and she thinks that I'm just kind of putting it on the back burner for everything else. So she feels guilty for whatever fucking reason.
Does she go every day?
Not every day, no. But she goes when she gets a chance. So she'll probably go a couple of times a week. But then there's plenty of weights for her at the house. So she'll do that. She'll work out. And then like at night, as soon as LJ goes to sleep, she's just like, I'm going to go hit the Peloton for a bike ride. She'll go out there for like 30 minutes.
I'm going to go hit the Harley for a bike ride.
I was like, all right, I'm going to be defending America in Call of Duty.
The commies are trying to get us again.
Yeah. Fucking Fabian.
When I was exercising, but I do like the Peloton versus like treadmill.
I've ridden it like a handful of times. I don't know, like somewhere like not more than 10 times. The fucking seat in my ass.
We got a bigger seat, dude.
We have a bigger seat with the fucking gel pad on it. It just doesn't feel comfortable.
You need to put a Harley seat on there.
Put a Saddleman step up on there.
I'm going for a ride,
Saddleman, where you at, baby?
Yeah. It's a whole new market right there.
Yeah, it's tough, but no, it's like I said, once I get a rhythm going in the gym, then it's game over, bro. Then it starts going, then you start feeling good and shit. But like, fuck, man. This last 2 weeks, I've probably been like 3 times.
The most I ever went to the gym was probably like 12 years ago. And I was going almost every day. And I was way skinnier than I am right now. And I was running like on the treadmill and everything. And that was the first time my hip went out and I couldn't walk. And I haven't really been back much since then. Yeah.
Injuries suck.
Dude, it's weird because I was fat, probably like as fat as I am now, lost a bunch of weight, going to the gym all the time, and really putting in the work. And then, because my leg is bolted to my pelvic bone. And it's been like that for a long time since I was a teenager. And then I woke up one morning right around when I turned 30 and I literally couldn't walk. Went to the doctor and they're like, oh yeah, you have chronic arthritis in your hip and you need a new hip, like a hip replacement.
Damn.
And I was like, but I'm not as fat anymore. And I'm like active and I'm doing stuff. And they're like, yeah, that's why. Because now you're active and doing stuff. I'm like, so it doesn't matter. Pretty much. I'm like, all right, cool. So gelato. Fucking, what are we doing here? Like, what's the point then? But I aspire to do it again. I got like a heavy bag that's way too high. You can see
saw that. I'm like, what do you just like jump off the stair and hit it?
I've been really focusing on my high jumps, trying to get up to
impressive.
that. Yeah, it's not. Haven't hit it in many
those Street Fighter uppercuts.
Hadouken. So, Steve, you've got a long history in motorcycles. You're coming up. I mean, I know quite a bit about it, but you're coming up as pretty interesting to some or to others because you've been around for a long time. Give us a rundown. Give us the kind of your highlight reel of like how you got to where you are today.
Okay. It's going to be a long one.
That's all right. We got time. We got time. This episode of Shoot the Shit podcast is brought to you by Law Tigers. If you or someone you know has been in a motorcycle accident, make sure you call 1-800-LAW-TIGERS and get the help you need today. If you're on Instagram, make sure you check out lawtigers.ie and follow Chris for all things going on in the community, fun rides, events, and everything else in between. We'll be with him soon doing some rides and having some fun, so make sure you come check us out. 1-800-LAW-TIGERS.
This episode of Shooting the Shit with Speed Kings is brought to you by Thundermax, the absolute gold standard in performance. If you want your bike ripping like a pit bull who got into your grandpa's Viagra, you've found the place. Check out all their ECMs at store.thunder-max.com and use code SK10 at checkout.
Trust me, we're going to interrupt you many times.
Let's see, where do we start? So I went to MMI, did that whole thing, lived in Arizona, which was terrible. Sorry, I couldn't imagine. Arizona people, but I don't know how you do it.
Yeah. It's crazy that that's what it's there, or Florida. Is there another one in Florida, right?
I don't know. Make it make sense. I don't.
Yeah.
It has to be because Arizona and their EPA stuff, they're allowed to do it. I'm sure Florida's the same.
Yeah.
Florida's like the Wild West. So
yeah, they just shoot guns at the bikes and MI there.
They want. Yeah. But I don't know.
Yeah.
They were supposed to open one in California and they said no. So I don't know what happened with that.
Yeah.
Super weird.
So yeah, Arizona or Florida. I was like, Arizona, I could drive, come visit.
Yeah.
I had a girlfriend when I went, which was stupid trying to do that whole focus way too much on her.
Yeah.
It was real dumb. But anyway, so I did Arizona, MMI, graduated, came back. There was no jobs. Like going into it, they send a counselor out to talk to you. They're like, you'll make $200,000 a year and it's, an exciting career and, bullshit. trying to
You're going to get all
you.
sorts of free motorcycles and pussy and
okay.
boobies.
No, you get nothing but dudes and wiener from motorcycles anyway. So,
hell yeah, brother.
Hey, nice bike, bro.
Hey, what are you doing later?
Dude's trying to pick you up at the gas pump.
Check out this hog.
Yeah. So I got a job at Van Nuys Harley. They're no longer. They're Santa Clarita Harley now.
Okay.
I was there for 2 years.
Yep.
Worked in 2 years. Worked in service for a year, and then went back to parts a year, service a year. And that job was whatever.
Yeah.
The story with that place, I left because a bike fell off a lift. Kind of a funny story.
Yeah.
I was there I think I was working overtime. It was like Sunday. It was just me and the service guy in the office. And I was doing an oil change on a Sporty. I take the oil. I always would push the air up, lift up the guard thing on the lift. Yeah. Grab the oil, walk over and go dump it. And then when I come back, because it was real slow going up.
Yeah.
So I come back and be ready. Well, I heard psh, and I'm like, what the heck? So I'm like, lean the bucket down on the wall in the drain tank, and I turn around, the bike's coming down. Well, the lift or the ramp was underneath the lift. Yeah. So the ramp comes down, hits it, and falls over. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I go in the office, and I'm like, Danny. Oh, yes, it was Danny. Whatever. Hi, Danny. How are you? It fell over, and he's like, okay. Well, let's pick it up and let me figure this out. So pull the bike off. We look at the damage, we order parts, whatever. Well, the whole time they didn't tell the customer. So, like a week and a half goes by. I do all the work. I replace everything. This thing had heated grips on it. So it was like a nightmare. I had to replace the grip, replace the cam cover. It was a rubber mount Sporty. So I managed to get the cam cover off without the cams coming out. Yep. Got all that replaced, figured out, whatever. Got it done. Customer comes, gets it. I talk to him. He's like, oh man, it looks great. Thanks. He takes off. 20 minutes later, comes back. He goes, hey, my bike's handling weird. And like, seems like I got new parts on my bike, like new grips. And I'm like, well, yeah, it fell over. We replaced all the stuff.
Oh, he didn't know.
And he goes, what, it fell over? What? And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, okay, go in the office and talk to the office. I'm like, I'm just letting you know. I thought they told you. I didn't know anything about it. Yeah.
So it's also not my responsibility.
No.
Yeah.
I'm just the worker bee here. Yeah. So I go out and I'm cleaning up. I was working on something else. And then I get the call over the loudspeaker, Steve into my office. So I go in there, and then they're like, oh, you had to have known, whatever. And I'm like, no, dude, I just work here. Like, this is all your deal. Like I did the work. I fixed it, whatever. And the customer's kind of looking around like, what's going on, guys? Like, and I go, hey man, I'm really sorry this happened. I shook his hand and I said, I fucking quit. I was like, told my service manager at the time, I was like, fuck you, dude. I'm like, I just got my knuckles tattooed. Stay true. Yeah. And I'm like, the whole being truthful and having integrity and whatever, that's kind of my thing. And I'm like, I'm not going to lie to a customer. I didn't know. Yeah. So I'm like, I'm out of here. So I pushed my toolbox out. As I was walking out, and I called my dad. I was like, hey, I don't have a truck. Can you come down and pick me up? This is what happened. He's like, yeah, I'll be down there in an hour. As I'm walking out, this guy, Dean, that I used to work with, he's a comedian now, which is funny, but walking out, he goes, where are you going? I go, I quit. And he's like, I tell him the story, and he goes, well, do you have a plan? I was like, no, not really. He's like, my buddy down at West Coast Choppers, they're hiring for somebody. You want me to call him? I'm like, yeah, sure. Yeah. So the next day.
Was it the West Coast Choppers we know at that time, or was it, what time frame was that?
It was towards the end.
Gotcha.
So I worked there for 3 years. So it was toward the end of, it was still cool, but it wasn't like no love party cool. Yeah. I missed all that stuff.
Yeah. Probably good for you.
Probably. Yeah, probably. But yeah, so I got the job. I got an interview, I think 2 days later. Yep. Went down there, and then I was there for 3 years. I boomeranged back after I had my first kid. my wife was having a real hard time at the time. My ex-wife was having a hard time with like postpartum stuff.
Yeah.
And I just told my manager, I'm like, hey man, I need to take a couple weeks off. I'm like, my wife's freaking out.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I can't do that. I'm like, well, what do you mean you can't do that? Like, I'm taking off the time.
Yeah.
My wife means a little bit more than where I work right now. And he just was like, no, well, we're just gonna have to let you go. I'm like, all right, well, fuck you then. So I went and I worked at a local shop. That was a terrible experience too. Owner was like super racist, called everybody the N-word, like called me the N-word. And I'm like, bro, what is wrong with you? You're white too. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But everybody, he was just, and this and
Oh, God.
ex cop fucking piece
that
of
makes
shit.
more sense.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
But then
checks out.
So funny side note to that story. So he would talk all the shit. One day we're sitting there and he's like, comes in all like, on a mission. He's like, hey, everybody needs to like, be careful. Watch what you say. My ex-wife's coming in. So we're like, oh, what the fuck? So my buddy Andrew that got me the job there, he goes, just wait until you see his ex-wife walk in the door and everything will make sense. And I'm like, okay. So I'm sitting there working. She was black. And like, she was like the chief of a department. So she was like, not only like his ex-wife, but like the law.
She was the boss.
Yes. So
boss
she walked
hog.
in and she met everybody, super nice lady, whatever. And dude, just his asshole was puckered the
Was she
whole
hot?
time. Not my style.
Gotcha.
Not my
Gotcha.
style. But yeah, dude, he was on his best behavior. And then she left. I'm not joking.
And
As
right back to-
soon as she walked out the door, he was all, and just said it all like hard R, the whole deal. I'm like, dude,
Like he was holding in his Tourette's?
He was holding it in. Yes. So that place was terrible.
Oh, wow.
It was real bad. But
how many shops have you worked at, like on dealerships altogether?
dealership only one.
The only one?
Thank God. It's not for me.
And then how many shops,
Shops,
including your own?
God, 10.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a lot.
Wow.
Yeah, I bounced around.
Yeah.
I just kind of go, I don't know.
I mean,
just-
it seems to be that way. That's kind of the weird thing about this industry, right? I mean, that's not uncommon to hear.
No,
You
not
know,
at all.
I just didn't know it was that many. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't know your body count was that high.
What can I say?
Yeah.
I get around. Yeah.
It's a traveler, bro. He's a traveler.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was fun. Like I got, I worked at West Coast Choppers, which was great. Like shout out to that whole situation. Cause
Yep.
if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't know half the people I do.
Yep.
I wouldn't know what I know now. Like there's
Yeah.
no way. So it was just, I was thrown into an environment and it's like, hey,
Sink or
you
swim.
have to learn how to machine because that's part of your job.
Yeah.
So I learned how to use the lathe really well.
Yeah.
So that was where I learned everything basically.
So you need wheel spacers. I know where to go.
Dude, wheel spacers are, my thing. Hit up your boy.
Yeah. It's good though. Like, I don't know. I mean, as we've progressed through the industry and where it's at today, it almost seems like a lot of that stuff is lost.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, this wheel won't fit with the factory spacers.
Yeah.
No, you got to make some.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that.
I just saw a video of so we make a kit.
Yep.
It's for 13s or 9-spoke any sealed bearing wheel that came off of a Sportster or Dyna.
Yep.
It will go on your Softail, your newer Dyna.
Yep.
And we put all the instructions in there and say exactly what you want. Well, there's people that go out and they go buy like the 9 spokes off of like an iron.
Yeah.
And they don't want to change the bearings. I'm like, well, I don't know how to help you because it's a different setup.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we do things different. We press it all the way in, put the crush tube in, and the other one presses up slightly.
Yeah.
Like the stock ones, they have one side, the non-ABS side,
Yep.
presses all the way in, and then you press the other one up to it, and it's got like that much of a gap,
Yeah.
But people, I'm like, just take your bearings out, bring me your wheels.
Yeah.
Like, just buy the kit. I'll pull them out and put them in for free.
Yeah.
Like, just take your focusing on the wrong problem.
Yeah.
Your bike's ugly anyway.
Let's get to the root of this.
Let's get to the root. The wheels are the nicest thing on your bike.
Yeah.
Why are people so weird about the bearings?
I don't know.
It's because they don't know anything about them. People get hung up on the slightest, smallest things because they don't even know how to get the bearings out of the wheel because you have a proper tool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they don't have it. And so that's the things that hang people up like crazy. Something like that where you have to have a specialty tool, which you can buy on Amazon. Yeah. But they're completely lost at that point.
I've had my bearings go. I remember this is on my first bike. Yeah, my first bike. I had it was a 13 spoke. Most 13 spoke. Put on a Dyna.
Yeah.
And I remember I had them on there for like a week, and I was coming down the fit. I was leaving Temecula. I had breakfast in Temecula, and I jumped on, and boom, we started getting it, and all of a sudden, just and I was, dude, everybody behind me just went, backed up, and I thought that was it. I was like, I'm just gonna fucking belly flop off this bike, dude, just see what happens. I rode it out, hit the shoulder, and we figured out it was the bearings. And after that, dude, I realized that's something that you got to take fucking serious, dude. Like, if the professional says change your fucking bearings, change your fucking bearings.
Yeah. I had a rear wheel bearing go out on a dyno. The wheel was spinning 100 and something miles an hour when it went out.
Yeah.
Luckily I had the bike. It was one of my own bikes, but I had it from fully strapped down, but that ass end still was like wham, wham on the drum, I'm like, holy shit.
Imagine having your ass on that seat.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Dude, sketchy. So yeah, bearings are a big deal, but they're very simple. They're super, it's just, again, people get, the only shit that I don't fuck with, I've never set them or done them, is Timkins.
They're really easy once you get them. I don't
feel like learning that archaic technology.
I'm probably going to get a bunch of hate for this, but I've been doing them so long. I just do it by feel.
Yeah.
You're
one of those old guys now.
I guess.
I can just feel it.
Oh man.
Yeah.
This feels good.
And you don't even have New Balances on.
I don't. I'm still holding on.
You're one power lift away.
He's using the Mexican measuring tape.
Yes. Hey, I'm going to say something. This is like total side note, random, but somebody said that Vans are the new dad shoes. And I was like, God damn it. You're right.
Oh, shit.
But hey.
You're just trying to make those look like you actually go to work.
Like blue collar?
Yeah.
Cosplay?
Yeah. He's got his cosplay. He never wears those, dude.
Wouldn't it be crazy if work dudes actually like LARPed, but they just went and like acted like they were working?
Oh, yeah.
Like live action role play, but it's work. The work edition.
I bet you that's
they're at the park, like building structures.
They got like their kids like plastic saw, and they're trying to cut down a tree.
Little Home Depot apron.
Yeah, the little one. Yeah, when they're
tiny one.
Oh, dude, it's crazy. I always say, like, if your man don't know how to start a chainsaw, dude, he doesn't deserve that beard.
No.
Yeah. Fuck. It's a weird world we living in. But all right, back to motorcycle shops.
Yeah. Anyway, so after
the N-word shop.
After the N-word shop, I got called back. I got called back to West Coast Choppers. They kind of did like a management change, kind of whatever, and I went back. So I worked there for another year until that was like the end. And so I was like not the last group of people, but the second group. Yeah. And I straight up, after everything, I went in and talked to Jesse, and I was like, hey man, I really appreciate the opportunity. I love working here, And he's like, dude, honestly, he's like, we're just going to finish out these bikes and I'm done. He's like, I'm just tired of my nice things on people's ugly bikes. And I was like, I get it. Yeah. You put a lot of money and design and whatever into a product, and then it goes on to a stock bike, and you're like, yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, that's not what we signed up for.
Yeah. So he was like, nothing personal. If anything comes up in the future, I'll definitely give you a call. And he was like, you make more money than the next guy. So, naturally you're out. So
yeah.
It's like, yeah, no, whatever.
Is what it is.
So then after that last time I went back, I was working with Scott Jones, who had Noise.
Yep. Noise. Yep.
And,
he's out in Tennessee now too, right?
He's in North Carolina.
Oh, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Okay.
He actually might be moving out here.
Oh, really?
Again. Yeah, I heard. So
wow.
Maybe.
Because he still doesn't. He doesn't really do noise anymore.
No,
does he?
he. I think he's got a shop on his property, or he rents a shop just for his own stuff.
Gotcha.
I don't really know what he's doing, really.
Yeah,
but
I was never really close to that guy, but I always liked him, and I always liked his style. He had it was cool.
He is probably the most underrated, talented motorcycle builder that has been.
It seems to be that way with some of these guys, especially. That's like one of the things we share is like chopper stuff and like that kind of stuff that we enjoy, and it seems to be that way though with these guys who don't want to really focus on the social media side of things.
Yeah.
And I know he did for a minute there, like when Wampy was working with him and stuff, but he kind of stepped away from it.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, and he was always a phenomenal, talented builder. What was that tiny dancer bike?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that thing was fucking cool, I
love that bike.
Yeah, he was always him and like Oliver were always like kind of my top dudes. When I was kind of coming into all the shit, you know what I mean? Just like watching those dudes, like, oh, these guys get it.
Yeah,
it's
Oliver, Scott, and Brandon from Mullins Chain Drive.
Oh yeah, that guy's badass too.
Like hands down, my favorite. Yeah. And I got to work with Brandon and Scott.
Yeah,
so
cool.
That was
Oliver,
wild.
You're up. Oliver, coming to your shop tomorrow.
I'm with Oliver a lot. Like
we
go and travel and go and do Wasion together and stuff. So but he's definitely my favorite now.
Yeah. He's managed to stay in the relevant eye.
Mm-hmm.
For doing the crossover. Because he was doing all those choppers. And I mean, Oliver just genuinely likes motorcycles, but then he started doing the new stuff also. And then now he's doing all the filming and stuff. He's
killing it.
He's getting after it.
Yeah.
I talked to him the other day.
Yeah.
He's getting after it for sure.
Yeah.
But his Doberman bikes and stuff. Jesus Christ.
I know.
It's
just everything. And I've helped him load them on trailers and kept a couple in my shop for a couple of weeks. And I'm just like, every day come in, I'm like, how did you, like sweet berry wine.
Yeah,
and he used that Greaves cast neck. I'm like, how do you even think about that?
Yeah.
Me and my brain don't connect the two. So it's just, it's a different deal. He just has the eye.
He does.
So he has more of an artistic, I can draw a stick figure.
Yeah.
So I'm not an artiste.
Yeah. So I just put some wheels on a rake and I'm good to go.
I'm more of like I'll be in the shop and I come up with stuff. It's never in my head. It's always like on the spot with things. I have to see very visual. I have to see the things to come to fruition. If that's the word.
Yeah.
I'm using $10 words here today. It's a new thing for me.
Yeah. I'm sounding smart.
Scrabble.
Yeah. You sound smart today. 3 Monster smart.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, Monster, if you're listening, sponsor your boy.
Monster, if you're listening, thanks.
Sponsor everybody.
Yeah. That'd be sweet.
I can use a Monster sticker on my truck.
You can't drink them. Well, you can drink the Monster tour waters.
You could.
Yeah.
What? No, they have a fruit punch. Like
just a juice.
Yeah. Those are Have you had any of those?
No, dude. If I'm gonna have a Monster, I want energy, bro.
I feel like it's just as good, just without the heart attack.
No, dude.
I saw a post where it's what's his name? The actor from oh my gosh.
Sinbad?
No.
What the fuck, bro?
Different black dude. I can't even think of his name.
Name a movie.
Training Day.
Denzel
Washington.
Come on, bro.
I was pretty close.
I'm bad.
He went on a whole N-word rant.
Yeah. But I mean, let's be honest. I was pretty close.
What did you say?
I was pretty close.
What did you say?
Sinbad.
You piece of shit.
I wasn't that far
How
off.
dare you? First of all, Sinbad is a whole other shade.
But he's still a shade. I was close.
Technically.
He just said that one actor dude.
Yeah.
I was closer than your guess. Exactly.
What was my guess?
Exactly.
He said, was he not white? Sinbad.
This is another side note. I will explain stuff as good as I just did to my wife, and then I get mad at her because she doesn't know what I'm talking about. Like, hey, you know the thing, like the thing, it's like this thing and the thing and thing, and she's like, no, I don't. What are you talking about? I'm like, how do you not know?
You're useless.
This is bullshit.
What do you mean?
Why are we together?
Bro, I go through it with my wife though, but she doesn't know anybody unless they're on MTV.
Yeah.
MTV's still a thing?
Yeah, bro. They have The Challenge. She watches The Challenge and Love Island.
It's just what's it called?
Ridiculousness
Life stuff.
Reality shows.
Reality shows.
Catfish.
See? Yeah, I can't.
That kind of shit.
How do they still call it MTV then?
Piece of shit. I mean, does anybody make music videos anymore except for YouTube?
I heard Spotify. Yeah, they still make music videos. I mean, yeah, people do make them. They're on YouTube, like you said. But I heard Spotify is going through a beta version of playing the music videos when you put do the app on your TV.
Oh, that's cool.
That'd be pretty
I think
sick.
that'd be
That's
sweet because I watch a lot of like 90s like grunge like channels and stuff. And I mean, they already have all the videos are already made for that shit.
Right.
You know, I'm like, I just want to watch the music videos.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
90s grunge? You're a big 90s grunge guy?
Me and Amy do a lot of 90s grunge.
That's probably
Alice in Chains
one of
and
my
stuff.
top.
Soundgarden?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's.
I mean, I was in
Alice in Chains
junior
is
high and
fucking-
high school in the
Oh, yeah.
90s.
Yeah.
I've been tired of like country's real popular right now.
Mhm.
And it seems like everybody's got cowboy boots on and nobody owns any of the property.
No.
So we
Don't you fucking look at me when you say that? Like, how dare
those aren't
you,
cowboy
bro?
boots though. You,
My bad.
you just don't own any tools.
I got all the tools. I just don't know how to use all of them. Just in case.
No, because we play, with the baby, we don't do TV.
Yeah.
It's like fucks their brains up.
Yeah.
So we just listen to music all day.
Yeah.
It's better for the babies anyways.
Yeah.
And so, all day it's either Spotify or Pandora. And I was looking in, I was like, man, it'd be so, cause like sometimes you'll get it and it just like plays like a quick clip or something on your phone, like when you're, it's like a little 5-second loop thing. And I'm like, man, how cool would it be if on the TV you could get to play the music videos, like when you go to those weird restaurants and they have the music videos playing. And which they actually do have channels on YouTube. You can find like 90s grunge like music video channels, and it'll sit there and just play music videos for 10 hours.
Playlist,
Yeah, but supposedly Spotify's in beta on that.
That'd be dope.
cool.
I'd probably be listening to some.
I'd pay an extra $5.
Yeah.
Back
I
that
would.
thing up.
Back that thing.
Some Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Thong, ta thong, thong, thong.
Dude, Sir Mix-a-Lot had a video back in the day called "Put 'Em on the Glass." Did anybody ever see that?
Probably not.
Dude, this shit. You could probably go on YouTube. I remember seeing it on YouTube unedited.
Yeah.
Not blurred out, just fat tits. Like it's a car wash. It's like it's an urban car wash, and like just
I'm
they're just
listening.
dumping them on the glass.
I'm listening.
When I was a kid, my dad moved to Albuquerque, and I would go out there and visit. And in Albuquerque, they had this channel called The Box, and it was you call in, and you pay a couple of bucks, and you can request a video, and the video comes up. You can do it as many times as you want. My dad would do it, so they would Put 'Em on the Glass
Over and over and over.
not over and over and over again, but he was like, check this video out.
Look at these titties.
I was just, and my dad was sitting there just glued, just like, huh?
Huh?
And I was like, this video is pretty fucking
How
sick.
old were you?
Oh, bro, I was like 6th grade.
I thought you were going to say 6. I'm like, damn, your dad was tight.
Yeah, he was like showing you something right there.
Yeah, no,
he
it
was
was-
like,
Yeah. No,
Do you like those?
yeah.
no, but I remember being a kid after my parents separated. I would get like a month with my dad. Not close to my dad, but I would get a month. But my dad would hang out for a little bit and then just dip out, and I'd be just stuck with my grandma.
Normal dad shit. That's just normal dad shit, dude.
But like he would take me like to the ber.
Yeah.
In Long Beach, there was this old bar called Barney's. I remember being a little. I was probably just a little older than 6, but I remember being in the bar, and my dad was like, he'd be like, check that out, and I was like, yeah, and he was like, I'm hitting it, and I'm like, I don't know what that means, bro. He's
You're
like,
punching her?
He's like, what do you think about that? And I'm just like, I don't know, man.
It took him years to realize it was domestic violence.
Has she always been missing a tooth? Like, what the fuck, dude?
Since yesterday.
Ever since I noticed there was eggshell in my breakfast. But no, my dad was fucking, he was a savage like that, dude.
Yeah.
I'm just like, fuck, bro, I'm a kid. Like, I can't imagine I was watching my oldest son, he's 14, and I was watching Blade Trinity, and he comes down and he goes, what are you watching? I was all, it's Blade. I was like, you might actually like it. And he goes, looks interesting. I was like, let's start the series. And he goes, all right. So the other day we were sitting down on the couch, and in Blade 1, the scene where they're in the club at the beginning, one of the main villain characters, he was sitting on the couch and he was like making out with some chick and then just getting his pee sucked by another chick or whatever. And I was like, his piece, his dick.
Yeah.
And so I was like, look away. And you just look down, bro. I'm just like, I don't, he knows like some of this stuff, but I don't think he's ever seen some of my kid's pretty 14. He goes to church a lot.
But he's got a phone, man. I don't know.
He does it.
I don't know. I wonder about these kids. You know what I mean? Like how because I mean, I'm not arguing with you. Bam, great kid. He does seem a little like sheltered. You know, he also has a Jerry curl. But a perm. It's a perm.
Yeah, same.
What's the difference between a Jerry curl and a perm?
I don't know.
I think a perm stays a Jerry. Well, I don't. It just depends on your skin color. I think white people get perms and.
Yeah, I don't think you can be white and be like, "Hey, check it out, check my Jerry curls." I think they'd be like,
my J curl.
Racist.
Racist. Okay. See?
Yeah.
Another
but I
thing.
don't know. I don't know.
I could be totally wrong.
Well, you're probable cause brown, so I listen to you. But I wonder. I mean, like, I think about back to like the first time I like seen like a nudie magazine. I mean, fuck, we were little.
Oh, I was probably 10.
Easy.
I think.
Yeah. Right around there.
We were riding our bikes.
We found one in a field.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
How come nobody ever finds porn like just out and about anymore these days?
There's no more magazines. That's why. Like everyone's got their phones. What are you gonna do? Find somebody's phone?
An open phone full of porn over there.
Yeah. I remember being at the liquor store that had like the regular magazines and it had the rack with the covers on it.
Yeah, dude.
And in Long Beach, they had the liquor stores or the video stores, and then it had the beaded curtain.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Dude, busted my grandpa coming out of there a few times, too.
Oh, I dropped a quarter. It rolled in there.
Dude, oh, fuck. I probably shouldn't tell this one, but my grandpa was mayor up there for a period of time. And he got busted walking out with that brown bag of the nudie movies, dude.
He got pulled over with midget porn under his seat.
Runs in the family, dude.
Runs in the
family. Dude, it was wild. Like my grandpa had a stash, dude. Like, and then just like some days, like
he was the mayor of Albuquerque.
No, not Albuquerque. He was the mayor of Hawaiian Gardens.
Hawaiian Gardens?
Yeah. So I was just like, oh, dude. Like, before I understood, then, like, as I got older, he was still into it. I'm just like,
that's why there's so many of those shops in that city. I get it now.
Dude, like, someone jammed him up, and they're like, what do you think about all these stores that have pornography in it and stuff? And I'm
going to have to go check these out.
He was like, what are you talking about? I remember being a kid, and I lived in a pretty white suburb. You know, when we, the first house we lived in.
That explains your street cred.
Yeah, dude, pretty white. And there was a house that had been burnt down. Like when we moved there, I don't know how long it had been burnt down for a couple of years. And then it had a basement, and so we heard it was haunted or whatever. So like we were checking it out, and I was 7th grade. And I remember I walked down there, bro, and like it was just like the holy grail of just porn.
Oh yeah,
in there. Mind you, thinking back now,
haunted titties.
If I was to find it, I'm not touching it. I don't know whose dick beaters were on that thing, like what's been on that thing. But
at that time, it didn't matter.
Nah, being junior high,
was like pre antibacterial like hand sanitizer shit. Nobody cared anymore.
I was like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. That page was salty.
Fucking pages are stuck over here.
What is this, jelly? Oh, yeah.
I've had this before. Dude, there was a pocket porn book. It was like this. It fit perfectly in the back pocket. And then
I thought you were gonna say a pocket pussy. I was like, whoa.
Dude, we're going deep now.
So we'd always leave it there, and me and my friends, we'd sneak back in there like every once in a while, like, oh, dude, it's still fucking here. It's like, yep, dude, still the same boy. Like, we're just like, yo, look at that. And then one day we noticed that some of the material was starting to be missing or whatever. So I was like, well, let's fucking get this out of here, dude. So me and my friend, we scooped up what we could, and I had the pocket one in my hand, but I had it kind of like folded up so you couldn't really see it. Started walking down my street, and there was this old fucking.
So you're just carrying magazines?
No, it was just like that. My friend had he had the Jinko pants, so he had them. Oh yeah, he had them rolled up in his back pocket.
Like 12.
That explains the biohazard tattoo on your neck.
Dude, I didn't have the Jinko pants.
Yeah, but if you're hanging out, we butt do.
Fair enough. So we're walking down, and then me and my friend, we were just like, dude, because it wasn't like a Hustler or it was the no name brand porno magazine
with the chicks' phone numbers in it and shit.
It's aggressive, bro. Like there was just some chick just
like some BDSM shit,
spreading cheeks and just diving in. That's
Mike Honcho.
This is before like eating ass was eating ass. Like this was aggressive, and I was like, dude. So I was just like, bro, this is fucking crazy, dude. And we're just walking down the street, just a residential area, and this old fucking man, he was like the great grandpa of.
Oh, you just got his stash, didn't you?
No, I mean, well, it was going to become his stash.
That's my World War II stash.
That's exactly what he yells. So we're walking down there, and he always just sitting on his porch. He had a porch swing, and he was just out there, just hanging out there. Never ever said anything to any of us. We'd always see him when we were walking home from school. Never said anything to us in the whole year that I've been going to this school. And then all of a sudden, he was like, "Hey, what do you got there?" And we're like, "Oh, fuck, we're busted, dude." Like, so being the fucking nerd, I was like, dude, I was like, it's an inappropriate magazine. He goes, "Let me see that." So I was like, fuck, dude.
He knew what it was.
So we go over to his little thing or whatever, and he's on his fucking swinging fucking chair. And he's just like, huh, look at that. Oh, she's enjoying lunch, huh? I was like, what the fuck?
Wow.
What the fuck, dude? So then he was like, all right. He was like, man, my hand's going to go numb. At the time, I didn't know what that meant. But he's like, my hands are going to go numb later. And he's like, yeah, it's good stuff. He's like, so good stuff, good choice. And then he handed it back to us, and we just left, bro. And I was just like, that old man's fucking cool. I mean, now thinking back,
now he's like, that old man's a fucking pervert, dude.
And I remember I was with another friend, and I was talking about how this just fucking happened. And I was like, yeah, me and my friend Chris, we were walking down here looking at this porno, and this fucking old man right here seen it. And all of a sudden I hear from the window, hey, you got more? And I was like, oh,
shut the fuck up. He tracked you down?
Bro, no, we were walking in front of his house when I was talking about it, but he was inside his living room.
Oh,
and he seen us out the window.
He liked you guys after that.
We had the aggressive shit, dude.
We had the aggressive shit.
That was the highlight of his life.
Bro, yeah. And then of course I had a twin bed with the drawers underneath it. I would pull the drawers out and I would stash. I used to hide my drugs and everything in there.
Yeah.
But fucking one day I come home from vacation.
Dude, vacation always fucked us.
Bro,
Don't ever leave your room when you're stashing stuff as a teenager.
It was all gone. Bro.
Your parents ransack your shit when you leave.
Yep, bro.
Same shit happened to me.
Didn't say anything
Found
about the
all
drugs,
my weed and
nothing.
my tobacco and fucking all sorts of shit, dude.
Yeah.
And when you get home, everything, oh, welcome home.
Yes, that's what happened, bro.
Oh, so nice to have you back. And you're like, man, mom really loves me right now. This is cool, man. And you go in your room, you're like, wait a minute. I never vacuumed this fucking room in my life, dude. What in the fuck is going on here? And you notice your stash at fucking drawers fucking... And I'm motherfucker. So I was in your room when you were gone.
Oh,
and here's what I found.
Oh, you lucky bastard.
Yeah, and you just dump all your shit out and you're like, oh, I ain't mine, I don't
know. my parents never talked to me about any of it, bro. They never said a word. I just fucking sat
I got
there.
Grounded.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Oh, yeah, dude. I was always grounded.
I think they knew the stress of
jerking off so much.
Bro, Victoria's Secret magazines in there, bro. The catalogs. Bro.
That's where that went.
Dude, pretty sure I see a nipple there.
Yeah. I'm going to go in the bathroom to make sure I really see this nipple.
Third shower today, huh? All right, Fabian.
Oh, God.
Yeah, wild fucking, yeah, that just, it's, and it's funny because I knew they knew because then my dad
started kicking you when you're watching Tango and Cash.
No, when I went to go visit my dad, he was like, "Your mom told me she found your stash, huh? What'd you have?" And I was just like, "Fuck, bro." Fucking tell. And I remember I had just I just came back from Albuquerque and I had just like a gang of weed, like I had just like the most money I ever spent on weed, and it was all fucking gone. I was like, "Oh."
How old were you?
I was like 13, 14.
Mm-hmm. Junior high.
13,
that was
14.
you were probably what, freshman then? Right
yeah,
there.
I think I was freshman.
I got busted junior high. That's when I went to go stay with my grandparents for a few months and come back. Nope. Everything fucking busted, dude. Why would you clean your child's room?
I don't know.
I'm not cleaning my kid's room.
We do it to my daughter because she's a troublemaker. So
is she?
We got to try and find. Yeah. Oh yeah. We're going through it with her right now.
How old is she?
15.
Oh yeah, Ben just got out of that stage, bro. There's hope.
Yeah.
There's hope on the other side.
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
It's something else.
My daughter had got in trouble with vape pens, weed pens, and stuff like that. And I tried to cut her some slack because we had just moved her down from another area, so she didn't have any friends, and she's got a problem of wanting to be liked by everybody. She went through that whole phase, like just wanted to be a
typical
pleaser.
teenager shit.
Yeah, and
same thing.
In the grand scheme of things, she did a lot less stuff than what I was doing at that age. So.
That's what's crazy too, though. Like when you think about that, like at that age, I mean, I was drinking beers at 15 years old, like while I'm doing or attempting to do some homework. You know what I mean? Like, and we were pretty fucking rowdy in the sense of, and then like I see the biggest thing I see with kids is vape.
Yeah,
that's
but I started smoking cigarettes when I was in 6th grade. I would keep fucking packs of cigarette in the gym locker, like in fucking, cause I walked to school. We were all smoking cigarettes. I thought we were fucking cool as shit.
Yeah, it is cool.
Yeah. Well, it's cool. Yeah. It's cool now. Huh? Like that was back when you could buy the GPCs remember you go to the liquor store and had the big thing right there. And they were just all this loose packs of cigarettes.
Yeah.
Before everything was locked behind this counter and stuff, Well,
you used to sell them in vending machines.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was a fucking.
And I would steal stuff all the time. I got suspended from school for stealing.
Yeah, no,
I was a little thief.
I went through that too, and then I went through fucking pulling the door off my daughter's bedroom.
Yeah.
Oh, you did the whole door thing?
Just did that.
I took the door off.
Oh yeah, it's a thing, huh?
In the thick of it right now,
dude. I found old cans, so we kind of eliminated alcohol. And she's she will understand like now because she's 16 now. Not that she's like some mature adult or whatever, but
I was even worse at 16.
She's flipped it around and
drinking and driving
for the last year or so. She's fucking. I'm like super impressed with like how well, because I mean there was a time where I was just like, fuck, bro, like I'm just gonna have a terrible child. Like you don't want to accept it. But I
told him to take her to the fire station.
Yeah, is it too late?
There's no like age discrimination.
I said the other day I was like, I'm going to enroll you in the military and I'm just going to drop you off.
My mom had the brochures. She literally had the brochures from military school.
Yeah, no,
and I was like, ooh, I don't know if I want to do that.
Yeah.
Like it
better stop being such a piece of shit.
I was the one that was doing all like the grounding. Like I'd be like, bro, you're fucking toast. Like her summers scrapped. Like she's lost
your
like
summer,
2 summers.
Mine. Your winter, mine.
Dude, her Christmas, like the last couple of years, last year I think was better. But there was where I was just like, bro, you got a sweater. Like don't think for anything. And then
you know what? This sleeve is mine. You just cut a sleeve off of it, dude.
Just as a reminder.
But, like we got
taking
her
your elbows.
Yeah, I own you.
We got her in a cheer, and so she's taking that serious, and then she knows she fucks up. I mean, she's not doing cheer now; she has a broken fucking hand, but she would. She knows, like, she took it serious. Like, she wants to cheer. She knows she's got to fucking, her grades got to be up. She can't be caught fucking around because, like, they'll show you pictures and stuff. Like, she got in trouble because she had a picture going around of her vaping or whatever, and they showed the coach. So she got pulled from one of the big tournaments. And that was the last time we had an issue with anything because she was supposed to go to, I think it was the Vegas show. One of the big tournaments, she couldn't participate. They're like, that was your punishment. So they pulled her. So after that, she kind of realized how things were serious, and so she doesn't mess around. She gets a lot of shit from other kids at school because she doesn't fucking party. She's not doing all the stuff that they're doing, so they think she's a square. So they kind of don't include her and stuff like that, which she gets. But she just, how teenagers are going to teenage. Yeah. But she knows she drives now. And like we told her, like that's a fucking big fucking deal, dude.
Huge.
So she's been cool. And then my wife was telling me, she was like, yeah, like I forgot something. She was just like, I'm trusting you to do that. She was like, I'm not trying to mess up. She was like, I'm trying to get presents this year for Christmas.
Wow.
Yeah, so she's
joke's on you.
Yeah. So it's fucking, I'm telling you, bro, like there was times where I just thought like shit would not. I thought I was just like, bro, I'm gonna be the worst fucking dad. Like, but I just fucking kept on it, and then it clicks.
Yeah,
it clicks, bro. Like,
is your daughter, that's your oldest one?
No, that's the second. That's the second daughter, the middle child.
Gotcha.
My oldest, I never had a problem. She's in college.
Oh wow,
responsible, drives. The whole.
They say it's always the middle child, though.
Yeah,
they say it's always the middle child.
Kayla was the middle child.
Yeah. They said that's the statistic. They say it is. I don't remember the number. I read it though, but it said it's more. There's like a big percentage that the middle child will end up in jail versus the oldest and the youngest.
Well, I caught her stealing from Target, and I took her back to Target. But first, I went to Target, and I was like, let me talk to your HR, and I was like, if I know somebody that stole something, I brought him back.
what happened?
What happens? Like, are you guys calling the cops? Because if you call the cops, then I'm gonna have a problem with you. It's like, what do you want us to do? And I was like, scare her. They're like, all right. So I brought her back, bro. It was like,
oh yeah.
And then they're just like going. I mean, they were super lame about it. Like, I just thought they would be a little bit better prepared.
Yeah.
To kind of scare someone. But they're like, it's really bad.
It was like a Saved by the Bell scaring.
yeah, dude. But I mean,
she smoked marijuana.
it got across, and as far as we know, she hasn't stolen.
Yeah.
So she's.
As long as at least you don't know about it.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. That's what I learned. Like, don't get caught.
Mm-hmm.
And I still fucked up all through high school. Just didn't get caught.
That's why I tell my daughter, I'm like, dude, she's smart. She's super, like, A's and B's smart kid. I was like, you're just not smart enough to do sneaky shit. And I was like, you're posting yourself doing this shit.
Yeah.
I was like, you're an idiot.
Yeah. Hello.
Well, that's why we got away with everything, because nobody posted anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nobody knew what we did.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Just do it, and you talk to your friends about it, but you don't tell anyone.
And the next
else.
week, you forgot because you did something even way cooler than that. You know,
way worse.
Yeah, way worse. Exactly. Yeah, it is. It's weird. I feel for these kids. We talked about it before. I feel for these kids because like social media, and there's definitely pressure there, and there's weird shit, and you're always being judged one way or another. Mm-hmm. Besides just being judged at school, and like you go home and it's all over with. Mm-hmm. I do feel for them, but it's like, yeah, this is your world. This is what you got to grow up in. Sorry. We all grew up in something weird. Yeah. You know, our world was a little odd. I mean, like as we got older, it's just, cause we grew up in a weird, no technology world. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know.
I remember I got arrested one time and they went in my car. They were searching my car. I was 18 and I had a bunch of pictures. You used to have to take pictures with the fucking camera, not a phone. Yeah. Like cell phones
just
were
fucking
brand new
a roll of dick pics. He just had
oh, you want one?
Yeah. He just had this roll of dick pics.
I'll just leave them on random cars in the parking lot.
Yeah, you couldn't DM him at that point. He just put his name on the back and put it underneath the windshield wiper. So when you got in, it was just dick in your face.
Well, I would go to these, like in San Diego, used to have like a big like illegal
dick pic ring.
Phantom dick pickers.
DM back then, that dick mail.
Yeah. I would go to all these things, whatever, and I was taking pictures of fucking cars doing burnouts and shit like that.
There you go.
Just tons of pictures and shit like that, and I had them in my fucking car, and they went through that. Like I seen them from the back of the cop car. They're just like,
just writing down license plate numbers.
Bro, and I was like,
you're the narc. In case you guys were looking for him, we found him.
He's got all the evidence right here.
I was like,
book him.
I was like, fuck, dude.
But what were you getting arrested for?
So what happened was, like, before the night that I got arrested, a couple months before, I was going down the road in the same area, and some other dude was going down the same road next to me. We just happened to be going at a high rate of speed. And then
right next to each other. Yeah.
And then a cop.
We had just watched Fast and the Furious.
This is pre Fast and Furious.
Oh.
And
Pre-Furious.
Pre-Furious. And a cop popped up, and I had already been in trouble
for doing the same side to side driving.
No, I wasn't.
Allegedly.
I had gotten arrested for aiding and abetting in a speed contest.
So same side to side driving?
No, I was the dude that was like.
It sounds like it, right?
I was the guy that was starting the races. I got arrested.
Sir, I was just saying, look it up, sky, and then look at the floor.
I thought I saw some change on the floor, bro. So no, it's fucking stupid, bro. So we got pulled over. So I pulled over on the main street, and then he pulled up behind me, and then the guy that was next to me, he went around the corner. And then the cop pulled up and he was like, you stay right there. And he went around the corner and parked behind that dude. And I just saw all the traffic. It was a busy street. And I was just like, so I just took off and I booked it out of there. And then, so then fast forward to that night where I got pulled over, I was following my friend home after work because we're going to go bowling. Yeah. And there was a cop in front of him. And then the cop turned on a side street. When he turned, we kept going, and then he popped back out, got behind me, pulled me over, and we were on like a single lane street, and he was like, "Oh yeah," he was like, "You were street racing," and I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "No," and he's like, "Where's your friend?" And my friend had pulled over, but across the street he had a purple Jetta.
Yeah.
And he pulled over, and he was just like, "Where's your friend at?" And I was like, "This is weird because he's right across the fucking." I didn't tell him that, but I was just like, "It's across the street," and then. Yeah, that's when he pulled me out. And then I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, they never told me they impounded my car for 30 days, dude. Like, they fucking took a dog into my car. They stripped off all my panels, bust out the glove box, dude. They fucked up my shit. Yeah.
Damn.
It was mad because you left.
Well, come to find out, and this piece of shit, I see what cop cars look like now. Like, they have, I think most of them have like it's like a little section you can't be sliding around. Like, they're gated off. So you're pretty secure, and they'll tie you into the seat. Well, at this time it was just a flat bench seat like McDonald's.
Yeah, like a plastic bench seat.
They didn't strap me or anything. I was just cuffed in there, just sliding around. And he's fucking just whipping all these turns and shit, fucking me up. And then he was just talking. He was like, "I've been looking for you, and I'd give up a felony arrest for you any day." He's like, "I can't believe I got you," and this and that. And I was like, "The fuck did I do?" And then he brought up, he was like, "You fucking ran." And I was like,
that was a month ago.
I was like, yeah, bro. I was like, all right, dude. I was like, let's fucking go. And I got so much.
What kind of car were you driving?
Bro, it was a Ford Taurus SHO.
Hell yeah.
bro. I was just like, fuck, bro. Like, I was like, God. Really, dude? I was like, this is, and then they took me to the El Cajon Police Department and like booked me all in or whatever. And then it was,
book him, Dano.
Bro, by this time it was like 1:00, and I was like, dude. I was like, you guys, obviously this is like 99, 2000 maybe. And I was just like, so there's no Uber.
Yeah.
I was like, how the fuck am I getting home?
Yeah.
He was like, not my problem. I was like, you can't get me right home. He was like, get the fuck out of here. And I was like, you asshole.
Yeah, please.
Bro, I ended up getting like, because they said I was street racing at that night.
Yeah.
And side by side going over like 90 miles an hour. And I was just like, bro. And then I remember I went to court for it. And then they were just like, they told me that the defender they gave me or whatever, he was just like, yeah, he was like, I would fight this, bro. They're trying to make an example out of you. He was like, just fight it. And I was like, okay. So I said not guilty. And then I come back to court. And then I got a new public defender. And they were just like, why'd you plead not guilty? And I was just like, you guys told me not to plead guilty. And he goes, yeah, no, dude, you're screwed. He's like, you're probably gonna get all kinds of trouble. I ended up getting like 2 or 3 points on my driver's license. I had to go to repeat offenders class, dude.
Oh wow, repeat offender street. What's repeat offender street racer class like?
Well, that's the thing. It was all for people with DUIs.
Oh, that's even worse.
Dude, I was in there with the people. Like, hey, I crashed my car. What did you do? I was like, nothing, bro. I was just going down the street. And I got busted for some shit.
I was driving a Taurus.
Yeah, bro. I was like, why the fuck, dude? The class was so fucking stupid because it was like 3 nights, like in some hotel lobby. And then the guy
was there donuts?
No, dude, there was nothing. The guy leaves halfway.
The TV lies to me nonstop.
On the last day of class, the teacher fucking leaves. He's like, oh, I got to go pick up my mom's prescription. So he leaves. He's gone for like an hour.
It's a DUI.
No.
That'd have been great.
Gets arrested for street racing.
This dude's gone for an hour and it's like younger people, like in their 20s or whatever. Everybody's just like, fuck this dude. It's his fault that we're staying this late. He's like, I'm leaving. He was like, I'm signing my name on the board and I'm leaving. And everybody's like, yeah, I'm gonna sign my name. I'm gonna fucking leave. They're treating it like college class. Like if the professor's not there,
yeah,
in the first couple of minutes, everybody's class is out for the day or whatever. So they started pulling that shit. Like 4 of us stayed behind because I wasn't trying to do this shit again.
Yeah.
And then fucking guy comes back like 10 minutes after they leave. He's like, why are all these names on the board? Fucking chick was like, they all said that if you fail them out of the class, they're going to complain about you, blah, blah. And he's like, I don't care. He's like, they're all failing out. They're like, you guys are good. No more tests. Like, cause you have to take a test like together. It was like, you guys are good. He's like, I'll fill out your guys' test for you. He was like, these guys are going to have to redo the entire course.
What a dick. What a fucking dickhead, dude.
Dude, I was just like, fuck that, dude.
Yeah, what a fucking dickhead. I mean, he left.
Yeah, I mean, technically, but I wasn't trying to risk it, bro. Because that costs money to take that course, dude.
Yeah.
Like, and then the last time I got jammed up for something, the first time when I got in trouble, they were going to assign me fucking community service. Let's get that on the community service. And I had to pay a whole bunch of money. I I wasn't trying to do that shit all over again, dude.
So as you see, we digress quite often. So we're still after the N-word shop. Yeah, my bad. Let's go back to that.
Okay. So after the N-word shop, I went back to West Coast Choppers.
Yep.
Left there, worked for Scott at Noise for a little bit.
Oh, yep.
Then I worked for this dude in Placentia named Stefan. Worked there for a while. And then, in between all that, I worked for Falcon Motorcycles. We did like really, really high-end British. Like we built a Vincent Black Shadow, all handmade. Like it was 6 of us working on these bikes for a year.
No way.
Like everything handmade.
Oh, wow.
Nuts, bolts. That was my job. Making all the fasteners, making just fabricating.
So you really had to use that lathe.
Yeah. I was on the lathe all day.
Wow.
Making like throttle cable adjusters.
Yep.
He didn't want to use anything that was off the shelf. So like all stainless or brass.
Wow.
So it was like straight line knurling this stuff and then parting it off, making a nut, making everything. Like so I got really good with like small little things.
And you did all this on a manual lathe?
All of it on a manual lathe, yeah.
I mean, nobody would thought it would be easier to do on a CNC lathe or?
I mean, yes, but he wanted everything handmade. The only thing that they made that was CNC was the front. He made like a dual leading front brake shoe. Mm-hmm. And they machined the hub and did all that. That's above my pay grade.
Yeah.
So that was all CNC'd. And then I remember we got LA Sleeve. They make locomotive piston ring replacements for locomotives.
Okay.
And it just so happened that they were a little bit bigger than what we needed for the brake drum ring that presses into the aluminum. So they made us these rings, and me and my buddy pressed one in and we messed up the hub. So it was like, I don't know, the chunk of aluminum was like $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
So we fucked that up.
Yeah.
And we're like, hey, we fucked up.
Yeah.
Well, luckily we made 2. So, but we got it to work. So that was fun. It was crazy. It was in downtown LA.
Where are you living at this time?
Dude, because
you didn't live in LA, right?
Dude. So when I worked, I'm going to back up. When I worked at West Coast Choppers, I lived in Santa Clarita. Long, like hour to work, hour and a half home, and I had only a Sportster. Oh, yeah. Rode it for 2 years straight. Got real good in traffic. Good.
Yeah.
And then like towards the end, I bought a DRZ 400 Supermoto.
Yep.
And I commuted on that, so it was fun. But when I worked in LA, I think I lived in Fountain Valley, I think. So that was a commute, but me and Scott would carpool too, because he worked at Falcon too. So we both carpooled every day. So that made it better.
Yeah.
But that place was crazy. And then we just kind of got to the point where we just weren't getting along with the owners anymore. So we just kind of all went our separate way.
Yeah.
See, after that was when I went and worked for Stefan. And then that's when I met Corey. And before Corey, Mark from Rusty Butcher.
Yep.
I had met him at Noise because he was working on his chopper. Mm-hmm. And he was like, hey, like, do you want some side work? Like, I'm starting this race team, blah, 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 that whole thing.
Yep.
So that's when we started hanging out. And then, so Tracker died before it's Til Death. It was light bars. We started selling light bars first. And buying, Mark was like, I'm going to buy you a case of these, just sell them. Like I'm kind of selling them slowly. I'm just going to give you the Tracker Die name, sell stuff under there. He was like, fuck getting a job. I want you to be free so you can come do whatever. That's Mark's big thing. Like, you have a job, you're a loser. Yeah. Quit that and come with me. And we'll go and do cool shit. And which it's kind of a cool way to live. And if you can figure it out, make it work, it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So that was what we were all trying to do back then.
Yep.
So
and today.
Yeah. And today. Same thing. So I was selling light bars. And then it just started going. But then when I met Corey, I kind of asked him like, hey, do you want to do this with me? And yeah, so on the record, I was first. Yeah, Corey came on and we started Track or Die, and we ran with that. We ran it out of our apartment in Eastville.
Yo.
At Homecoming Apartments. They hated us there.
And you guys were working together and living together?
Working together and living together.
Oh, that's gotta be.
Yeah, so I had an apartment in Huntington. So when I worked at Stefan's shop, Corey broke up with his girlfriend and he was staying on my couch.
Gotcha.
And I remember back then, you know, it's like certain people do things and you think back and you're like, man, I should have just cut him off then.
Yep.
So he was out late. He came back home. I had to go to work. So I got up. At that time I had both girls single by myself. My ex-wife, we split up. So I had both girls full time.
Oh, wow.
So I would get up early. Yeah, I was on, all the California help.
Yeah.
That's why when people say stuff about like food stamps and whatever, I'm like, hey, you know what? If you need it, you need it.
You need it. Yeah. It's there for a reason.
Yeah. And even the lady that got me all the stuff, she was like, you're the only person today that I know that you need it, because I saw you pull up in your little pickup truck. It was like 87 Toyota pickup, stick shift, child in the middle, another child on another seat. And I would reach over my oldest daughter's leg to shift. So we pull up and she was like, I've seen
never seen no backwoods shit like that.
Yeah. I've never seen a white person in here ever in the history. But she goes, you pulled up in your truck. She's like, there's people that just pulled up in brand new Cadillacs and I can't say anything. Like, I have to give everybody the equal whatever.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I was on all the stuff. So I had to work. I was like filling out my thing, like, oh, I worked here and blah, blah, blah. So I got them into daycare, which is expensive. If you know, it's so fucking expensive. Yep. So I would take them to daycare and go. So I had to come home early for some reason, and he was staying at my house. I walk inside and I needed to charge my phone. I think I was going on a date because I was single. So I went in my room and I'm like, where's my charger? I'm like, hey, Corey, do you have my charger? And he's like, yeah, can I use it for like 5 more minutes? It's almost like 100%. I'm like, sure. So I took a shower, I get out and I'm like, yo, let me get that charger. And I remember he goes, unplugged it and throws it across my fucking apartment. Mind you, I didn't charge him rent. He throws it across the room and it hits the cabinet in the kitchen. And I go, bro, did you just throw my charger across my apartment that I pay for? I was like, you can get the fuck out of here. So we had like a little squabble, whatever. And I don't know what his deal was, but that was like a red flag in the beginning. I'm like, Jesus Christ. You should have just walked away.
Yep.
So
hindsight.
Crazy. Yeah. But so anyway, did Track or Die. It was good for a while. Then it wasn't.
Yep.
Met you in between.
Yep.
And then I'm here now as Til Death.
Yeah.
We can get more into the whole Track or Die Til Death thing. If
I'm interested because I've heard, you've told me bits and parts. We in the beginning we were all friends, and then we had me and Corey had a falling out, and it seems to be that's the common. That was the common denominator.
It's always like that.
Yeah,
like
even when we had our shop, we all had our shops at the same time, and I remember when people would come into my shop, they would and start talking for any reason about Track or Die. And I told you this after the whole thing. The common saying was, "Fuck Corey, but Steve's cool."
Yeah, it literally is. I think I'm gonna get that tattooed.
Yeah,
on
you
me.
Probably should.
Yeah.
But and I have my theory of the situation, but let's hear some details.
Yeah. So it was good. Corey's not the easiest person to get along with.
He's an only child, right?
He's an only child.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And it's very much so that case. I know other people aren't like that, but there's a lot that are.
There is a lot of only childs that are like that. They're spoiled brats, don't understand what no means, just their way or nothing. Mm-hmm. It's the common. Yeah. It's pretty common with only children.
So it just, I don't know, it started out as both of us being a wrench.
Yep.
I know he was jealous of me. Mm-hmm. I was a little bit bigger than him. girls like whatever. Like it's, I will say this, like I'm very big on like, I'm kind of a humble person. I joke about like, oh, fucking, I'm the man, but it's all a joke.
Yeah.
I'm very, very big on being truthful, integrity, and being humble. Yeah. Like I don't
normal man, what should be normal man shit.
Yeah, exactly. And my dad taught me all that, and he instilled that in me as a youngster. But Corey always tried to one up me. Always. And it was like I would be able to do something in the shop, and he would try and fail, and just would kind of throw a tantrum.
Yeah.
So I was always the better wrench. So naturally, when we started doing parts and things started getting more busy, he went inside, and I hate computer shit. I'm not good at it.
Yeah.
I can figure it out. I'm not completely illiterate.
Yeah.
It's just, it takes me longer to figure things out. He's very good. He does have his strong suits. He's very good at figuring things out from not knowing anything.
Yeah.
So he'll go on, he'll do the research, and he'll figure it out. I can do that on mechanical things, computers. I'm like, you want me to hold 17 buttons on the keyboard and then hit, I'm like, no, what the fuck is that? I don't get it. But anyway, so I was a lot older than him too. So the maturity thing.
Yep.
Even people that are young that act mature, they still don't have the maturity of an older person.
Well, that maturity comes from experience.
Yeah.
It doesn't just come because like I want to be mature.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it comes through life experience of bullshit and things that you've gone through and things you've realized like, oh, I can overreact here, but it ain't going to do me any good because I did that 5 years ago and look what happened. Like, so it's, young dudes, no matter how mature they want to act, they ain't got that experience.
Yeah.
Most of them.
Right.
The ones that do, like you almost feel bad for them having that much experience that young, like,
what happened to you?
Yeah, dude, show the point where they hurt you, like, but yeah, it's a lifetime of bullshit to get to that maturity.
Yeah. So, so he naturally went in and started doing the online store, and we were killing it for a while. Like it was great.
Yeah.
And when we moved to where the shop is now, not the same building, but in that same complex, things started getting a little weird. He kind of got, we started off both of us straight edge. That doesn't really mean much, but it does when you have a goal and you don't have to worry about the other person having substance problems. That just is not there.
Yeah.
So he started smoking weed and he hid it from me, which is weird. It's like, dude, you're an adult. If you want to smoke weed, just smoke weed. But you kind of got to tell me this stuff. Like you're hiding it from me like I'm your dad.
Yeah.
So I found out through somebody else. And then one day I walked in the shop and it smelled like a fucking dispensary in the shop. And I'm like, no, this ain't going to fucking happen, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, he was living at the shop. I banged on his door. I was like, get that weed the fuck out of here. Like, I'm not coming to my shop and it smells like weed.
Yeah.
Like as nerdy as that might be, it's just weird. And it's like, if customers are coming here,
if you walk in a shop come there too and shit like that, it's
like, I was already through a divorce, have 2 kids. I'm still a goofball, but there's certain common things. Like I would never, if I smoked weed and my buddy was straight edge and I used to be, I'd be like, I'm not bringing weed to the shop or leave it in your car or, whatever. It was just like
a comfortability
disrespect
factor with each other also probably started because you guys were both straight edge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you knew what the other, I've never been a straight edge person, but I have spoken to straight edge people and like it comes with a certain, code of ethics, we'll call it, you know what I mean? And there's certain things you do and don't do. Yeah. And if you already know that, and then all of a sudden it changes, that to me changes the whole dynamics of the relationship. Yeah. Which obviously is what happened, because, why would you want to be now signed up with, let's just say an alcoholic or a fucking, when originally you signed up with a fucking another, straight edge person, so you're like, cool, I don't got to deal with X, Y, Z. I just got to maybe deal with, him being a fucking faggot,
idiot,
if that was,
faggot,
if that was his shop, if that was his shop, just his shop.
Yeah. Who cares?
Yeah. I can't say a word.
But it's also mine. It's not just his. So I feel like there's a lack of respect there.
100%.
That's kind of what it was. Just, it felt like a slap on the face. And I'm like, dude, so real quickly, I was like, you can't do that.
Yeah,
and then we calmed down, whatever. But it just got worse. And then apparently he started taking Adderall at some point, and a lot of it.
Wow.
And then it wasn't their fault. They just thought I knew.
Yep.
But I don't remember if it was Ravi or somebody else was like, oh yeah, man, he was like snorting it. And I'm like, when you start snorting shit up your nose,
yeah,
it's a little more serious than just taking a pill.
Yeah.
Like that's weird, you know?
Yeah.
So
that's next level.
And then it all made sense. I'm like, okay, so the days that he would lay under the desk and being sick, I'm like, he was trying to withdraw, like trying to quit and withdrawing from it. And I'm like, nobody has like, unless you have chronic ulcers or like something going on with your stomach.
On your menstrual cycle.
Yeah, well, he was. It was for sure his time of the month, pussy. But I will just say this: I don't hate very many people.
Yeah.
I hate that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like I really don't hate anyone. Like, you know, dislike whatever. That dude is the only person that, when you fuck with my family and my money and where it comes from, and like I'm still going through it. I still owe the state of California $140,000 because of his dumbass and from tax shit, like because he didn't pay sales tax ever.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you fuck with my family and my well-being, and you know where I get money from is, you know, a big deal. So fight on sight, pretty much.
Yeah. It's well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know it affected our relationship together, because because of him, we had a falling out, and like before you guys had exited your partnership, or you know whatever you want to call that. I think you hit me up at one day and was just like, you know, hey, I'm just making sure everything's, you know, amended us, you know, between everybody, like, you know what I mean? And you would DM me, and I was just like, it was actually never about you.
Yeah.
You know, it was.
Well, the crazy thing about that whole situation, I think I told you this. He made it seem like it was you.
Oh,
so
yeah,
like I found myself, and like I said, like I don't like having enemies, even like people that have done me wrong. I'm like, hey dude, I forgive you. I come from a Christian biblical background, so forgiveness is a big deal. So I'm like, I'm going to just forgive this person and move on, because holding a grudge, whatever. So one day I was just walking around. I was like, you know what? I'm tired of not liking somebody. Then that's when I hit you up. I was like, hey dude, I'm trying to turn a new leaf. I apologize for being an idiot. And then you were like, hey, Corey put this, and then it just all made sense. I was like,
I have screenshots. I'll have to share them to you. I would always screenshot shit like that, because it was always, especially that situation was super weird. When I remember where I was at when he's texted me. We were in the fucking river, or the concrete riverbed in Fountain Valley, filming Jerry and Lisa's FXRs. Me and Ryan were, and he texted me, and I was like, this motherfucker. You know what I mean? Because I'm like an emotional person. I get, my fucking head starts getting all hot real fast, you know, and I'm like, this motherfucker right here, you know, like, and you know, even when customers say dumb shit on the internet, I'm like, this one, and I'll screenshot it and send it to him, and I make him go fight him, you know, with this, you know, because I'll get all mad, you know. But I was just like, wow, this motherfucker, you know, and there was already like, I don't know, something weird going on before he had texted me some shit, but. Yeah, and then it was just like, well, I'm done, you know, because I'm weird like that too. Like, I've been through some shit myself, you know what I mean? And I'm like, if you want to act a certain way, I'm cool, I'm done. You don't exist to me.
Right.
I don't want to fucking have that energy. I don't want to put energy towards you. You know, I just want to be like, fuck you then. You know, like, cool, I'm done. You know, and that's what I did, you know. But it affected our relationship. It affected mine and Eric's relationship. Like, it affected a few relationships, and it was all because of that one person.
Well, it was all, you know, Mark, all the same thing. We like patched things up at Mama Tried one year. Yeah. And Mark was like, it literally, like he got in the car. Corey was like drinking, and he was like, oh, come with me. We can talk, you know, whatever. He's like, no, I'm going to go with Steve. Yeah. So it was him. I think it was just him. No, it was him and Ronnie. They got in my car. It was me and Paige. Yeah. And he was just like, hey, dude. You know that it was never between you and me. It was just between me and him. Yeah. And I was like, I know. Yeah. And so then from that day forward, me and Mark were great. And he still was just like, fuck Corey. It's the same shit.
He went from being straight edge to smoking weed, drinking, and snorting Adderall. So he went completely off the deep end.
Completely 180 and just going the other way.
I mean, it's not uncommon.
Right.
For somebody who's never done it, because he was like straight edge his whole life.
No, he used to do a lot of drugs. Back in the day,
right.
and then he turned straight edge, and then whatever.
So he just went back.
No, he didn't, because he's not now. So you never were.
Yeah, that's right.
Fuck him.
Yeah.
But yeah. So he just, I don't know. He went off the deep end a little bit, and he always was like, oh, I'm just trying to keep up with what's going on, and I was like, okay, but I go home every night and I keep up with what's going on, like, and he was just like at the shop late hours doing weird stuff, and then it finally, I said, enough's enough. I was like, you're no longer holding the money. I want access to the bank accounts. We had taken out an SBA loan, which we still owe, for like almost $500,000. And I remember looking at the bank account and it was down to like 18 grand. And I'm like, what's going on? Because for a long time, it was like, not that we didn't have to worry about money, but we had money coming in.
Hey, the times were good.
Times were good.
Times were good for all of us.
COVID, dude, was
COVID,
like,
I miss it.
Cha-ching,
COVID, I miss you.
Yeah, COVID, come back, but don't come back.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I liked it when nobody was on the roads.
I mean, that is true.
We still lived our lives.
Yeah.
We didn't miss a beat.
We didn't change.
But yeah, that money was great.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So where'd that money go?
Don't know.
Because for a minute there, wasn't he like driving around like a brand new Audi or some shit?
So I had gone to him and I said, hey, being the responsible older person, I was like, hey, me and Paige want to get out of debt. What can we do? Because we have a bunch of money in the bank. Let me pay off my debt so I don't have to sweat so much about everything.
Yeah, bills are a motherfucker, dude.
Yeah. And it was always like, oh, we don't really have the money. And I'm like, bullshit, dude. Like, what are we doing if we're not bettering our own lives from this? Like, we have success. We've got money coming in.
Yeah.
Things are good.
Steady money.
Steady money.
Yeah.
So, and he was just always like, oh, but if it wasn't his idea, he wasn't down for it. So then I guess he was like trying to surprise me and buy me an Audi. And his girlfriend was like, don't buy him that. He's got 4 kids. Like, what is he going to do with an Audi?
Yeah.
He can't fit all of his kids in the Audi. Like, just give him the money he wants. And I bought like a Scion XB and drove that around because I don't care.
Yeah.
So, finally got the money, but I had to we made the commitment. He bought his car and then I got half of what I was supposed to get. And then I had to wait. So naturally I'm like, he's like, oh, I gave you half, like, do whatever you got to do. And then I'll give you the other half, like, next month. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
So I went up to his office one night and I remember I walked up there, I slammed the door open. I said, give me my fucking money now or I'm going to fucking knock you out.
Wow.
I'm like, I'm not fucking playing with you anymore. You have your fucking car and you're paying for it out of the money we make. Give me my money right now or I'll just go to the bank and take it out.
Yeah.
I'm on the bank account too. You act like it's just your stuff.
Yeah.
Looking back now, I should have just started. I shouldn't have because it would have been embezzlement, but he straight up embezzled money and it's illegal. Does it I started looking into it and it's like, if you take an amount of money without telling the other person, doesn't matter what it is, you take $500 from the company and use it for your own
personal gain,
considered,
embezzlement.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So, looking back, it's like I could have done a lot more things, but I'm glad I didn't because I have a clean conscience. I didn't do any of that shit. I wasn't being a piece of shit.
Sometimes that means more, having a clean conscience and I've gone through some shit, with I've gone through a divorce and stuff and there was some like through that, I've been drinking pretty much since I was, in high school, you know what I mean? But like through that time I quit drinking because I was like, I don't want to do anything stupid. And everything I always did through that situation, I did the very best that I could and the decisions I made. And I could always hold my head up high, knowing like and it was at the same kind of concept. Like, I want to know getting through this, that I did the best that I could and not be like, questionable like later on in life, like you're kind of a piece of shit. You know what I mean? Like so I totally get that. That's I don't think we ever got that detailed into the situation of what happened. I know we spoke once or twice about it, but it was just little like highlights or what things. But I know also that wasn't his. So he's now in Milwaukee, right? and his chick was working Mama Tried the year before last.
Yeah.
And you were there.
We went, that was the last time
I was there.
Yeah, you were there. That was the last time we vended, and we walked in, and she kind of just like looked over, and, you know, Josh worked for me at the time.
Yep.
And Josh is just as much in the whole thick of it, because he's been through like right when Corey started going downhill is when Josh started.
Gotcha.
So we both got the worst of that.
Yeah.
So Josh is just as pissed as I am.
Yeah,
he's like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And so we're standing there, and I look at Josh, and I'm like, what the fuck? And she's just then she just put her head down, and then she disappeared. We didn't see her one more time after that.
Wow.
It was just, and nobody, I know a bunch of people in Milwaukee, and I'm like, hey, if you see him, let me know. Nobody sees him. So he could be dead for all I know. I don't know.
Yeah. It's curious, man.
Oh, shit's so fucking wild.
Yeah. Wild, huh?
Yeah.
Fucking, it's,
yeah, I remember one day I was driving, like after all this kind of happened, the last straw was I went up and I told him, give me the envelope of money. And he said something to me, and it made me so mad. I walked up and I had my fist cocked, ready to knock him out. And he said something else. And I was like, you know what? It's not worth it.
He'll call
I'm gonna
cops.
walk away. So I start walking away, and he's a pussy.
Oh yeah.
He picked up his mouse from his computer and threw it. Terrible throw, by the way. Fucking take some testosterone, you piece of shit. But he threw it, and it hit the sliding door. And so I turned around and I grabbed it and I hooked it. I purposely threw it at the wall, but it like stuck in the wall just to prove a point. Whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, stay the fuck in your office, or I'm going to hurt you.
Yeah.
So I went down, his backpack was downstairs, and I always thought it was weird he would carry around our money, the petty cash thing. So I take it and open it up. There's like 15 grand cash in there. I'm like, what are you doing walking around with 15 grand? Why do you need that much money?
Yeah.
I think he just wanted to be big dick baller so bad that he just felt like having that money in his backpack. He just was the man. He drove the Audi. I think he just wanted to be the man.
He wanted status.
It was all about that.
Well, like, cause I don't know his chick now, or the one that was his last chick, but the one before that, she was big dick. Yeah. She was the heir to the Seagram's alcohol.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. The chick, like, she was the granddaughter of the guy who started or some shit.
Yeah, granddaughter.
So she was big money.
Yeah.
Big money. And he liked that.
Yeah. It was 12. Her like living expenses was 12 grand a month, was just automatically deposited into her bank account. And I remember she would get to the end of the month and she would have to wait to spend $500 because she had to wait for the next. That's how much money she blew. Just stupid. I'm like, you could have bought a mansion in Corona overlooking all of Corona with tennis court.
They went bought Corona.
Yeah. 12 grand a month. You could literally afford whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
And you just wasted it. And then they bought a place in Costa Mesa, tiny. It's like the opposite of whatever. But I think he got a taste of that life and was like, oh, I don't know any other.
Yeah.
I'm easy.
Yeah.
If I have a motorcycle, I can, pay my bills. I'm good.
Yeah.
Dirtbag things. I don't need fucking fancy shit.
It's so crazy because I didn't know, like, obviously I've heard of the companies, and then I just.
Lorenzo's so diehard Speed Kings, he doesn't know nothing about nobody else.
Oh yeah.
No, like I have other friends, and I have had a chain kit before. From them. And then I remember hearing, not like in detail, but I remember hearing like issues
bits and
in
parts.
house and stuff like that, and I like it's all coming together now. Like, holy shit, that's some tea right there.
It's a lot to go through though for you. I mean, I know when it first happened, and that was kind of when we first we amended things or whatever with our relationship, and then from there we would just kind of see each other and say, a little wave or something like that. It was nothing. And I remember like the first time we spoke was at the swap. After this had happened, and I remember you just kind of leaning on my tent, and you're kind of telling me some things, and I was just like, "Whoa!" Like I was blown away. You know what I mean? I know, like you said, you're still dealing with it. It's going to be something you deal with for quite a while because, the unfortunate part of the state of California, they're unforgiving motherfuckers, and they're never going to forget.
No.
I mean, I'm not that I'm not in some kind of similar situation on my own accord, but it's like it's easy to do when you're a business owner, I think sometimes, and you're just trying to fucking move forward, and shit gets fucked up, but. It's wild to almost have to deal with it because of us. I don't know what would be a partner or another person. Like it's man.
The only thing I can say is I ended up with the tools. I still have all my machines. Obviously we had a CNC. We got rid of that, which was a stupid mistake. It was a stupid purchase.
I have my own. It was a stupid purchase.
It's just but it's like, I mean, you did. I think you did the same thing. Like Corey just had this like. Oh, I can buy it and I can learn. Yeah. And I'm like, why are you doing that when we're already doing well? Yeah. Let's just continue making parts and have someone who's done it before do it.
Yeah.
And luckily, thank God, Paul's the man. Paul is the man.
Paul Cavallo.
He's my savior because he hit me up and he was like, hey man, I heard that Corey dipped. He's like, he owes me money. You do not. I want you to know that.
Wow.
I'm wiping the slate clean and he'll get his down the line. And he's like, I just want you to know if you need parts done, hit me up. And literally the next day I got an order from Lowbrow and I'm like, thank God.
Yeah.
So I was like, I need this, and this. Luckily I had a lot of inventory when he left.
Yeah.
So
when he left, he just disappeared, kind of left, or had that
disappeared. So I was kind of started to talk about that. So one night I was driving by the shop and you can see the shop when you look off the freeway. And I always look just to see who's in the parking lot, whatever. So I looked in there and I remember seeing his Audi backed up with the trunk open. And that was the night he was loading it up. And that was the last time I saw him.
No shit.
So
what did he take?
He took
like random shit.
When we built all of our shop inside, instead of like using other people's tools, like when you do construction, you have a lot of shit.
Oh yeah.
Well, our buddy Josh, he's the one that helped us build that whole thing. Instead of using his tools, he went and bought every single DeWalt tool you could ever imagine to have for construction.
Yep.
And he like started getting into wood. Just everything he did. Now I find stuff and I'm like, this motherfucker. Like let's say he's building this table. He will spend 2 months building this table perfect. It still looks exactly like this table, but it's over-engineered.
Yeah.
Secret pocketing and fucking just tweaker shit.
Yeah.
That's some real tweaker shit.
Dude, I say it all the time. I'm like, that dude is a motherfucking tweaker.
Yeah.
Everything he did was just tweaker shit. So he took all his DeWalt tools. He took, if you saw his toolbox, you'd be like, this dude's not a real mechanic because he buys all the fucking swivel head bullshit that,
goofy shit.
If you can't use a regular wrench, you don't belong in a fucking shop.
Yeah.
But he took all his goofy shit and whatever. He left his toolbox. He left everything, CNC. He took some of his measuring tools. He took his computer, expensive computer with all the files and everything. But the funny thing is all I got to do is make a phone call and get all the files. Not that hard.
Yeah.
And then that's pretty much it. And the shit in his office, but he left everything else.
Yeah, because he can only fit so much in a fucking Audi.
Yeah. And then, but before he left, he took out, he got rid of that Audi, took out a $50,000 PayPal loan under Track or Die, but it was in his own name. So joke's on him. He's a fucking retard.
Nice.
He took that loan out and traded that car in and bought like a Audi SUV, like an all blacked out one.
Yeah.
And I remember Eric sending, because he lived on Eric's parents' property.
That's right. Yeah.
So he sent me a picture of the Audi with a trailer attached to it, and he was packing up. And I should have went over there and been like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
But I didn't. And
you probably were almost good riddance.
My problem is I'm not a fighter. I don't like to fight.
Yeah.
I'll fight. Like you called me, you're like, hey, I got to fight this dude. I'm like, all right, where am I meeting you? I will fight.
Yeah.
I don't like to.
Yeah.
I'm not a tough guy, whatever.
Yeah.
But I said, I know that if I go over there, I'm going to get bloody and I'm going to make him bloody. It's not going to be me. It's going to be him.
You're going to catch a case.
I'm not going to go over there. And he's for sure a pussy and will call the cops.
100%.
1,000%.
He looks like a cop caller.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
So I just left it alone. I was like, you know what? We'll see what he does. And sure enough, a couple days later, he was gone. House is empty. He luckily paid the last month's rent. So, I mean, he wasn't so much of a piece of shit, I guess, towards me. He just didn't like me.
Well, I think he didn't like himself.
Well, probably.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, it's crazy because I was around it a lot, like in the beginning, right? I was around you guys both a lot in the beginning, and we did a lot of things together, and it was fun, man. Between like you guys, Mark, Rusty Butcher, that whole brand, and us, we had like a cool group going on for a while there. You know what I mean? And then it turned so sour, and there was, like you said, there was one common denominator. And then me and Mark kind of stayed doing stuff together, and then you guys were out, and
yeah, we didn't talk to Mark for a long time.
Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah. But again, some of those details, wow. It's crazy. I mean, it's great. I mean, of course it's great that you're still here and still, doing what you do. Now it's under the Til Death brand, so if you don't know, if you've never heard the Track or Die story, there it is.
Yeah.
And if you do not follow Til Death, go ahead. It's TIL, right?
It's 1L. Til Death Cycles.
Til Death Cycles on Instagram. Make sure you go follow them. They do a bunch of cool shit, a lot of FXR stuff, a lot of fun stuff. I heard Steve's got some choppers coming up.
Yeah.
And the name's fucking cool.
The name's cool. They got cool merch.
Well, I had TD tattooed on me, Track or Die. So I was like, I'm gonna come up with the same.
So you're gonna cover it up.
Not because of that. Because I came up with this logo. It was it was the like Tampa Bay Rays logo kind of thing. We did like a baseball hat.
Yep.
And I was like, I don't want to get rid of my tattoo. So I'm like, I'm gonna come up with a name, the same, same letters. So that way it's easy. And then all of our parts, some of them just say TD. So I'm like, I don't want to change all that.
Yeah,
and I don't, so I just kind of
that's a cool name.
Double dutied it.
Yeah. I mean,
so
again, crazy. That's a pretty wild story to get to go through. I mean, I've got a decent one that we had a story to go through, but it's and I know what it's like. It can feel like your whole world is crumbling for sure. And then especially, I mean, it sounded like you had to uncover things in layers.
Oh yeah.
And it's just like, as you get through one, the next one just kicks you right in the fucking dick.
Yeah. It still happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still happening.
It's wild.
Yeah.
So what are you guys doing now? What's the upside to this?
Upside, we're selling a lot of parts.
Yep.
Online store still kicking.
Good.
I'm terrible at social media, but dude, I get 20 to 50 followers a week.
Nice.
Just naturally. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't really post that much. I repost stories and whatever. And, so we're just kind of doing the thing.
Yeah. And that's what I think some people don't realize too. Like, to rebuild your whole social media branding and following, that's not easy.
No.
Especially for some of us who have had this same account for 10 plus years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We've been running the same branding name, everything. So, I mean, our following, is we may have a large number. Some of them may not even be around anymore. Who knows? They're just dead accounts, but it's like, dude, it takes a lot to build that, and it's like, and the problem is, I think it may have been easier to build it 6-7 years ago. Now,
definitely,
there's so many motorcycle accounts and so many brands and like, people that are really doing high end media with like, and I don't mean to disrespect it, but low end companies will call it, you know what I mean? Right. And so it's a full-time job.
Yeah.
Creating media, editing, posting, all that stuff, just being responsive. It's a lot of fucking work.
Lots.
And people don't quite realize that for us companies, even though we may have a larger following number or a growing following number, it's just usually like one fucking person, answering the phones, DMs, emails and blah, 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 and we're still trying to get work done.
Yeah.
And it's
well, now I understand why old biker dudes that own shops, they're assholes because they're doing everything.
Yeah.
Or most of the time they're old ladies answering the phone.
Yep.
That's like the old staple. But
dude,
I see myself being that old crotchety old man because it's like, dude, I'm one person. I cannot talk to you on the phone while I'm working on something.
Oh.
or shipping stuff or whatever. Now I do a lot. I'm not even in the shop very much.
Yeah.
I got two techs now. Ernie runs the front.
Ernie's the man though.
Yeah. He's killing it.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't say anything, but nice things about, he's got a big personality, but so what?
He's got a great personality.
He comes in and he hands me a stack of cash at the end of the week. And he's like, here you go. I already paid everybody. This is what's left. I'm like, this has never happened. So
yeah.
Shout out.
That's
Ernie.
a manager right there.
Yeah.
He's doing a great job.
Otto always says it best. To be successful in this, you got to have a team.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had a team, and in the last 2 years, it's just basically been me. But I'm starting to build a team again, and that I'm very. Our last 2 years of business have been very fucking rough. You know what I mean? Through our shitty fucking partnership, and like, just having to downsize from having a shop in the city to, even though I love my shop on my property, I'm very fortunate. You know what I mean? I don't know where I'd be without it, but it's a kick in the dick. When you've worked so hard, just like, when you've worked so fucking hard and there's these things outside of your, the scope that you can do or scope that you can handle that fuck you. You know what I mean? And it's just a kick in the dick. And then last 2 years, it felt like every time something good would happen for me, something bad would happen immediately. We're going to get this bike build. Oh, cool. My transmission just went out of my truck.
Yeah.
No joke.
Yeah.
I drove to pick up a bike for a pretty good budget bike build, load it in my trailer. I'm driving home with the bike in my trailer. Transmission goes out in the truck. And I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. You can't just give me 1 day, like
1 day.
one fucking day to be happy, And it's just been like that the last 2 years. Like, and it's just, for me, it put me, I don't know about how you handled it mentally, but for me mentally for the first year, it put me for a pretty good depression. And I just never really, I know I had depression when I went through my divorce and stuff, but this was different, different circumstances, different, whatever, but this is also your money. This is how you live, and when that changes, I mean, it's rough, especially all the time, work, energy you've put into it. And it's not only putting into this company, but we put into our community, in motorcycling, it's not just, I sell fucking bars of soap. You know what I mean? There's no fucking bar of soap community. Maybe there is. I don't fucking know. You know what I mean? But it's like, dude, we put into this community, it's not just like, oh, we're here trying to steal $1. We're here for it all. We're here putting on shows. We're putting on events. We're putting, you know what I mean? We're doing group rides. We're doing all this stuff. That's a way of like, self-promotion for our brands, but it's also to give back or to be involved in this community that we do cherish.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And it's hard when things get twisted. Like for me, one of the biggest things when all of our stuff got twisted up is like, I need to make sure I do the right things, for one, for my own moral compass, but for two, this is my community and I'm not going to not be able to show my face in it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's a hard part. Cause I know like you had a bunch of stuff happen when everything got fucked with like customers and things like that.
Oh, yeah.
And it's huge. And it's not like you want that to happen. You're not trying to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Our customers, all of them mean the world to us. We wouldn't be here without them.
Right.
It's hard, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's like I said, when this all happened, I had to it's okay to eat shit sometimes.
It is.
You have to show vulnerability sometimes.
Just people.
Like, if you don't understand that, then maybe you're not the guy that needs to be buying stuff for me. But I had to eat crow when I found out that everyone was buying stuff and they weren't getting their product. So I was sending stuff out. There was no money coming in.
Yeah.
And he was funneling it off to his own account. So I put a stop to that real quick.
Yeah.
But there was a point where our Instagram got deleted. He deleted it. But the Facebook was still around. So I could go, or I just couldn't get into the account.
Yeah.
Because he locked me out. So I went on Facebook, figured out, that's when Meta bought everything.
Yep.
And I was able to post it to Facebook and it went to Instagram because we had 120,000 followers, I think, before it closed down. So I got on there and I just made a video. I was like, hey guys, like this is what's going on. I'm really sorry. I'm going to do my best. And before he realized it, I was just like 50 refunds a day. Like it was a lot. It was like list, but it's probably like 200 orders.
Wow.
So I just was going through refund, and it was taking the money back from him and giving it back. I think there was only 3 people that didn't get refunds, but I told them like, hey, I have the stuff. I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
I just need, you have to send me a screenshot of your order because I have nothing, no emails, no nothing. I'm not just going to send you product.
Yeah.
Send me a screenshot and I will. And I think I took care of everybody.
Yeah.
It was a pain in the ass.
Oh yeah.
And it definitely was humbling for me. And I'm like, I felt like shit.
Of course.
In the time.
Yeah.
But then after it was over, I was like, everyone was like, hey man, like people I've never met. They're like, hey, we saw your video. I'm really sorry that happened. If we can support you in any way, we will. So, you know, the community thing is huge because they supported the hell out of me and they still continue to.
Yep.
I'm just a dude. Like I want to do cool shit. I like when you and me started, it was like very much like this tough guy fucking.
Oh yeah.
And I just am a nice dude.
Yeah. I didn't have that
I
either.
just want to joke around, you know, like
dick and fart jokes.
Yeah.
That's it.
Fucking, you know, whatever. Hey, you're gay. Yeah. So are you. So hell yeah. Fucking high five.
High five.
We're gay together.
Dick 5.
Dick 5.
But yeah, I mean, it's cool. I could never do the tough guy thing. It wasn't for me. Maybe if I did what I'm doing in my 20s, I would have probably maybe thought I was a tough guy, but I always just want to have fun, man.
Yeah.
And I've worked all these shitty jobs my whole life, you know, and I created this because I couldn't get a cool job. And then when this started working, it was like, fuck yeah, you know, and it's going to work again. You know what I mean? We got some things coming. I think that's going to really help, but you know, it's just like, I love what I do.
Yeah.
I really do.
I do too.
It's when it's down and it's hard. Mm-hmm. It's hard. What only makes it hard is that like when you're really struggling to pay your bills. Mm-hmm. And I live a measly life, dude. You know, I got my truck's 20 something years old. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like I'm driving around brand new vehicles, and I live a normal life. You know what I mean? And I don't even like that kind of stuff. Like, you know, and it's like, when you're struggling so bad and you have all this stuff going on in life at the same time, you know what I mean? And you're like, fuck, man, this wasn't supposed to be this way. No. We just worked our ass off to get here. And now we're back in the fucking dirt. You know what I mean? Like, but it is what it is. It's going to make you stronger. It's going to make you, you know, I think the lessons we're going to learn in the next year or two more, like through whatever this world is doing right now, or through whatever this economy restructure that's happening from COVID money and things like that. I think as long as we can wade the storm, try to actually like build a stronger workforce community, like you know, all of us like working together in the sense, right? Mm-hmm. I think we'll all come out on the better end of this.
Oh yeah,
you know,
I agree.
Our market and our industry right now, to me, is like extremely flooded with everybody fighting over the same dollar. Mm-hmm. You know, at least on the, you know, because I primarily do parts, right? So parts are my thing. So on the parts side of that thing, like everybody's fighting over that same buck. And it almost we need to figure out something else. Mm-hmm. Because, and not that this is the first time this has happened, but something's got to shift one way or another. And it's going to end up putting, you know, definitely going to put some companies off to the wayside, which we've seen a lot. Yeah. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, I couldn't tell you how many clothing companies or new parts companies I've seen come and go in a year's time, in a 5-year time. Like they go so fast.
Since we've started, there's been a ton.
Yeah. I started doing Speed Kings, which would be in 2013, I think. I think 13 is when I started doing it. Started manufacturing parts and selling at the swap meet. Mm-hmm. And so it's been a minute, you know, and it's crazy how many companies I've seen come and go.
Yeah.
You know, and we're going to see it again. We're going to see a wave, I think, because it's hard right now. It's rough. Yeah. It's hard. Yeah. You know, the economy is rough right now. People just aren't spending money. You know, I heard that Harley was down like 52% last year. That's a fucking lot of money. Mm-hmm. And if people aren't buying brand new bikes, they're definitely not necessarily putting a bunch of money into the bikes they've had.
Right.
You know what I mean? A lot of these guys, their bikes are done. They don't need necessarily new risers, bars, and bullshit, and this and that and the other thing, because they've already got it all. They've spent all their COVID money on that, you know. So it's like, if they're not buying new bikes, what are we selling? You know. So it's nice that the service side is kicking for you guys. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, what you guys have, is it primarily service, or are you guys doing like custom builds also, or what are you guys seeing come through?
It's a lot more service. Yeah, a lot more service.
Just general stuff.
General stuff. I think we have 12 FXRs. No. So that whole FXR wave
is really helping
is helping,
because none of them run,
and they are stupid motorcycles.
Yep.
But yeah, we have a lot of that, but it's like service stuff and builds. But pretty much we just don't turn anything down.
Yeah.
Like my buddy Andrew, he comes in on Mondays, and now we're doing dirt bikes and anything.
Wave runners.
Like, dude, it's like everyone I meet. I'm at the gym. I met this dude, and he's like, I got 4 quads at home. They don't run. They just need carburetors done, whatever.
Yeah.
And Andrew is crazy. He comes in, and he's just a workhorse. He comes in and gets stuff done. I'm like going to the bathroom, and I hear a dirt bike start up. I'm like, you're already done? Jeez. I'm like, why can't I not? I just don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But we just don't turn anything away now. Like we somehow stumbled onto something, I don't know, but this dude with an e-bike came in, and he was like, I've been all over Riverside, Corona, Eastville, everywhere. Nobody will change an inner tube on my e-bike. So we charged him a half an hour at our rate. So it's $70.
Yeah.
To change his tube, and he is pumped.
Oh.
So
the e-bike market's really big, dude.
I mean, it's easy. So like I'm at the point now where I'm like, oh, you need stuff done on your boat? Yeah. Well, I just built my boat and sank it.
Yeah. It sank?
Oh, I didn't tell you about that?
No. I saw that you built it and finished it. Sank to the bottom?
Me and Paige built the whole thing up. We went on a trip. We should have never been in Havasu. Sunk it 30 feet. Oh. And it was underwater for 4 days because the weather was so bad.
Shut the fuck up.
That was wild.
You just took on water?
So yeah, just took on water. I mean, it's a jet boat.
Yep.
He had one. He just sold one.
No business being in the big part of Havasu. No, there's no. So we went and hung out in, the channel for a couple hours. Beautiful, gorgeous.
What were you wearing?
A Speedo.
Yeah, duh, you idiot.
Thong. I think it was a thong. American flag thong.
Couldn't tell because it went through the crack.
Coming back from the channel, it was like 3-foot white caps in the middle. And I was with my buddy Mason. Yeah. He was in almost the same exact boat as me. Mine just kept bogging out. Every time I come down on a wave, I hit a wave and it would bog out. So I'd like feather the throttle and get it back up, get out of the water. And it just happened 3 times. And the last one I came down smacked hard and it like bogged out. And I just hear blah, 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 blah. And I look back and there's this much water in the back. And then it started dumping over the back. And I looked at my wife and I said, we're going down. She's like, what do we do? I'm like, I don't know. Get the fuck out. And she's
stay with it.
She's got her arm up in the front trying to grab the shit out of the front, the life jackets and stuff. I'm like, get the fuck out. Yeah. And luckily the seats came off and we were floating on them. And
shut the fuck
Sean, the dude who does the trucks at my shop, he turned around and got us. It was a whole thing. So
that's fucking
dude. Yeah. And then if anything, I can school people on if you have a boat,
how not to have a boat.
Don't buy a boat. Number 1. Yeah. Number 2, if you do choose to do a boat, very stupid. If you sink it, you have to get it the fuck out of the water and get insurance, because I didn't have insurance. It's not mandatory, but I should have got insurance, and they cover the sea tow getting it out.
Oh.
So I luckily met some dude out there as a firefighter. Shout out to the dude out there. But he's a diver, and he was like, look, man, this is a shitty situation. It's usually like $3,500, and then it costs like $100 an hour to find it. He was like, I'm just going to do it for the flat rate. I will get it out. And luckily, he's like, I'm friends with all the police out here. They're doing sonar training. I'm going to have them use your boat as a training exercise. So they found it. And then the other shitty thing is I waited like 4 extra days. Still didn't find it. Text the dude, hey, I'm going to go home. I have to go and work. Got home, literally dropped my buddy off, got to my house, started unloading the van. I get a text. He's like, I got it. And he got it out. So I got in my car and drove back out there the next day. So quick turnaround trip, got it, came back.
Just wasting more money.
Yeah.
So
$3,500 mistake. Yeah.
For a $2,500 boat.
So now I'm a submarine captain. It's cool.
Where's the boat now?
It's at the shop. I'm fixing it. I'm going to fix it and sell it. But everybody's like,
how did it take on water though? Did the hull crack or something?
No, it was just
coming over the top.
Coming over the top. I mean, dude, you're sitting out idling. You're like this far out of the water.
Yeah.
And then when you finally get out, you're about.
Once you took on enough water just to kind of push that down a little bit more.
I mean,
it was either water or me.
Yeah.
If you would have put me in the back, same problem.
You start taking a little bit of water. You take a little bit of water, and all of a sudden that back end comes down, and it just starts. It like doesn't stop. Dude. No. It's really fucking weird.
It wouldn't take any throttle. It was just like bogging out, and I'm like, all right, well, there's nothing I could do.
No way. I had no idea that. I mean, I knew about the boat, obviously.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the craziest thing, it sinks. We get on my buddy's boat. He takes us to the dock. We get out, and I run into one of my customers. He goes, "Oh, bro, what's up?" Blah, blah, blah. And he's got a fucking bitchin' boat. And he just got it off, and it's like draining out. And he goes, "What's up?" Like, "Oh, why you're all wet?" And I'm like, "I just sunk my boat." And he's like, "No fucking way." Well, yeah. And I'm like, I'm going to get out. Because at first I'm like, let's get the fuck out of here. Because I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah. Let's just leave the boat
was
there.
freaking out. So I got her out of there. But everyone was like, hey, man, there's police out here looking for bodies. You probably should come down here and tell them. So I called the police. And I was like, hey, we just sunk our boat. I'm just letting you know.
I'm no narc. Somebody sunk their boat.
I was like, I'm taking my wife home because she's a little frazzled, and I'm going to come back. Yeah. So I did. And the guy was like, yeah, if you left it, it's $80,000 EPA fine. Ooh. And 6 months in jail. Like, without question, that's what happens.
So and I was like, or just don't go back to Arizona.
Or, just disappear. And I'm like, damn, all right, well. Guess I'm getting it out.
Yeah. Holy Jesus.
That was wild.
Did I tell you when we went to Martinez? I was dropping the boat in. I forgot to put the plug in.
Yeah.
I did that. Yeah. Right before we went out, I put it in. I hear blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, go forward. Dude, I was already back in the boat off the trailer. And then all of a sudden I just happened off the corner of my eye, see the pump. And what's crazy is I just put a new pump in there because like a couple of months before I don't know if it shorted out or what, but it just wouldn't turn off. Like, I had to end up cutting it. I cut it out. Mm-hmm. Or what I ended up doing was I ended up disconnecting it from the switch. And then when I put the new one on there, I lost a screw to plug it back. So I never plugged it back in, but it has an automatic with the
bilge on it. Yeah. I was stupid to be out there without checking to see if my pump worked. I mean, I knew it wouldn't work or whatever, but I didn't know that it had an automatic. So I just happened to see it start shooting water out the hole on the sides of the boats. And I was like, what the fuck is that? And I was like, it's fucking weird. And I just noticed the boat was kind of just, and I was like, no. I was like, let's go. I ran that thing back onto the trailer, but I was just like, that's fucking embarrassing. Because everybody's on the fucking dock watching you fuck up.
Yeah.
Oh, there's full Instagrams of idiots on docks now. And I'm like, I'm not going to be that guy.
Yeah. You're not going. It's in the bottom.
I'm already that guy. You don't know.
I love the jet boat, but I wish we would have kept ours. But I'm also glad we got rid of it because it's just
they're a pain.
Yeah,
I don't. As fun as it is. I never. I think jet boats are cool, and I've tried to lowball some people for one, but I really just want like a tri-tune,
dude.
There's something about like boating, cooking hot dogs, and fishing all at the same time.
Yep.
I think that's my jam.
Yep.
You know, you can go wherever you want. I just want to like if I were to. I've never owned a boat, but if I were to ever own a boat, I want to be able to take a nap on it. Yeah. You know, like shade. I want to be able to jump off of it into the water.
I mean, you can jump off a jet boat.
You're only this far away from the water, anyways. I don't know. I think to me, it's like having a jet boat would be like having a hot rod. Mm-hmm. So it'd be like fun for just you and your buddy or something. You know what I mean?
It's a water chopper.
Water chopper.
It's one of my favorite sounds.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I had fun when I went out with you guys, and it was a fun time. I'm just like, I could see having one just for myself and like taking it to Paris or whatever, and just fucking off and putting some New Balances on and tuning the carburetor in the garage, with the hose hooked up to it, brother. But I'm all about that pontoon life.
Yeah.
I don't think they sink as easy too.
No.
Mm-mm. You got that pontoon body.
All right. Okay.
Well,
thanks for that. Well, Steve, I appreciate you coming on, man.
Thanks for having me.
It was a fun.
Wild story, bro. It's inspiring to hear, all the shit that you've been through, and you've come back, and I mean, I know you talked about the debt and stuff like that, but you're doing the damn thing, dude. And
we really didn't get very far after the N-word garage that you worked at, but still, like I said, we digress a lot.
N-word to bankruptcy, possibly. Yeah, so, it's a wild story.
Hey, do it sooner than later if you got to do it, man. Yeah. Believe me.
Yeah.
Get some of that headache out of your way.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. Sometimes you got to go that route, but that's why it's here.
Yeah.
It's not like you did it intentionally.
Yeah.
So, but if people want to find you, where are they going to find you?
At tildeathcycles.com. Yep. Same thing on Instagram.
Yep.
1L TIL.
Okay.
We have a Facebook, but I'm not really, it's just auto post to that.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
All right.
We have a TikTok too. Same thing. Til Death Cycles TikTok.
There you go. That's him. He does TikTok.
I
try to. It's
TikTok's easier than Instagram, I feel like, to get people to follow you. And I don't know.
It is. You post a video, you definitely get more followers there because I think they're just hungry for things there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a battle on Instagram anymore. I mean, look at how you don't get seen.
No.
But because look at what you see.
Yeah.
I don't see anybody I follow personally.
No.
And if you don't know this about Instagram, if you click on the Instagram icon in the top left corner, you can actually click that and hit following, and it goes back to the people you follow in chronological order, like in old days.
No way.
Yeah. So if you got to do that.
Damn.
But then if you have to close it real quick and reopen it, you got to see all the same shit to get past it again.
Right.
It shows you more of the people you follow. I just see ads.
Yeah.
Like I've been looking at new camera bodies and now I just see camera ads.
Oh yeah. Every time.
Yeah. So
funny story. We were talking about Blue Chew. That's all I see now.
Yeah.
Hey, Blue Chew. I'm like, I don't have a problem. Leave me
Not
leave me
yet.
alone.
I go to the gym, damn it.
What is it?
Blue Chew. Boner pills.
Those rhino dick.
He's used the black rhino.
He's a gas station holding goat weed.
All right. Well, Steve, thank you.
Appreciate your story,
thank you.
Yep. All right, guys. Peace.
You're so gay. I think you're Richard Nixon.